Okay, is everybody on roll 20?
And we are starting in 5, 4, 3, 2.
And you started with a 1. A crit 1.
Oh.
Well.
Coming at you live from Becca's kitchen, dining room table.
Oh my god.
It's True Color!
Okay, so last week, or, last episode, you guys got together, learned about each other a little bit, learned about Marcus and Ethan, aka Synapse and Magma, established your roles so far, encountered a bitch of a villain named Stratosphere. This music is slightly better than I remember. I thought the song sucked the day after I made it. And Marcus had you all give him your numbers and everything, and he was going to contact you. And as we found out over the last, I'm calling it 5 days, you have all been texted by Marcus saying, meet me here at a certain place and time, and we have things to discuss. So he's messaging. A little message like I have. Okay, so he's where did I have you guys planted? I'm gonna say you guys are right here. See where I'm clicking?
Yeah, isn't that like super duper close to where Axel's supposed to, or not Axel? Is it Axel? Where Alex's character is supposed to be?
I don't know.
Axel?
Yeah. That one.
The one who isn't here today.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna be here. So you pull up. Oh wait. Okay, wait. Who's picking up who?
Alright. So, so earlier during the week, I'm calling it a week because this has been 5 days, Dylan realized he doesn't have a car to pick up these children he said was going to pick up. He had to go and ask Ethan to borrow his car.
And Ethan let him take his car.
So, first he's going to go pick up Usagi at Miyamoto Mochi. And then they're going to pick up Thorn at the university. Wherever they are. So, where are you on that campus?
I'm hanging out outside the front door. I managed to excuse myself from class, so I'm just kind of hanging out outside waiting for them to show up.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the university at about right here.
Alright. By chance, do you have a picture of Ethan's car or nah?
It's just a black Honda Civic, 4-door.
Right. So, black Honda Civic rolls up. You got Dylan in the front seat. You got Usagi in the passenger seat. And in the back seat, when you open it up, there are party trays. There's a veggie tray shaped like a bunny rabbit. And then there is a sandwich platter.
Okay, and then Sven, where are you / who are you picking up?
Well, I was picking up Alex's character, but I don't know where we are with that.
Let's just say, he didn't actually give you his address, so you actually don't know where he is, and he's not answering his phone.
I mean...
And you guys just don't know where the fuck he is.
Well, we could just say that he's decided to call in sick.
Yeah, sure.
No,
Instead.
man. I like the first one better.
The first one's more accurate.
That sounds very much Axel.
Fault.
I mean, like...
Accurate.
Yeah.
So,
where the fuck are you? I'm going. It's time.
Sven tried really hard to figure out where this kid is.
Tried his hardest. It's not Sven's fault.
which led him to be like 10 minutes late, where normally he is very much on the dot. But he showed up with a motorcycle instead of a car, with those fucking hipster ass helmets with the
This
ears.
fucking, like Nyan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look.
So
thought
Dylan has Usagi and Thorn,
Mhm.
and Sven's you're by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys pull up, and it's a janky area. You guys pull up, and it's kind of the industrial area.
Oh, can you turn that down a bit?
Yep! Didn't realize it was that loud. Hold on.
Thank you.
There. You guys pull up. It's the industrial area. There's a couple of old buildings. There's, a lot of them are abandoned. Oh gosh, please tell me I know how to do this. Oh, I don't want to fuck this up right in front of you guys.
Want to do it?
How do you reveal areas?
Okay.
Do you
So,
hit the little eye
right
button?
corner?
Yeah, the eye button.
Not the. Oh, only it is the eye button, but it's polygon reveal, and then
Okay.
you like drag it.
Okay. All right, cool. I almost hit. I was about to fuck this all up. So you pull up, and it's in the industrial area, and
Need help?
I think I got it. Nope. Oh god, this is just getting. Oh no. Hold on. Reset fog.
All right, I'm coming over.
Please do.
Right,
This is I'm sorry, everybody. Intermission. I fucked up.
it's all good.
It's okay.
What
Okay.
area do you want to reveal though?
It
Just
took me,
this
like,
part.
3 days to
Just which
figure
part?
out how that
Yeah.
fog works.
Just
anyway.
this part.
Just the part that's yellow, but like a square, and not with this happening.
Hold on, we're about to unveil the unveiling. Reveal the unveiling.
So is it reveal areas and then a square?
Mhm.
Okay.
And then it drags. Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go.
Right there.
Yep. Oh! Thank you, Cheeps.
Yep.
So you all pull up right here. And it is this. It is this ugly, abandoned, yucky looking, all the windows, like most of the windows are blown out area. And you pull up into the parking lot, and there is a minivan, and Marcus and a older black gentleman in a wheelchair are standing there waiting for you. So, Marcus waves. Hi. Come over here, guys.
Usagi
Hey.
gets out of the car with his box of mochi in hand. Hey!
Is that he goes, is that Mochi in there?
Yes, it's Miss Mochi.
What's Miss Mochi?
Misshapen Mochi.
Interesting. Hi, Dylan.
Hey, Marcus.
Hey, Thorn.
Hi.
Is that Sven over there on his motorcycle?
I
Hey.
Yeah.
think that is.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Sven.
It's like hot pink.
Sven. Where's Exel?
I really apologize. I tried to find him. He's not answering his phone, and he did not give me an address.
Oh.
He just sent me like
You're
2 days
kidding.
ago.
Hold
2
on.
days ago.
Hold
let
on.
me
No.
finish. Let me finish.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
2 days ago was the last time he messaged me, and he sent me a photo of his helmet, which was a SpongeBob helmet, but he did not tell me where his address was, and I looked. That's why I'm late and not punctual. I apologize. He's not answering his phone. You can try. You can prove me wrong.
So, wait. You
Homeboy's
said
not answering his phone.
you're gonna bring Exel. You don't have Exel with you. Dylan is just like fucking eating this up. He is just like loving this.
Well, if you think you can do a better job of tracking him down, Why don't you give him a call?
Let's not start fighting. We have something fun to show you. And Marcus puts a hand on the gentleman with him. He puts a hand on his shoulder and goes, "This is Keith, everybody. Keith Ramsey. Some of you might know him as the Sentinel."
Oh!
And
Nice to meet you!
Keith chuckles and goes, "Nice to meet you too." And shakes his hand.
Yeah.
I only just now saw the handshake motion, sorry. So Marcus goes, "Keith is a veteran hero. He hasn't been working for a while, but he's been part of the New Hero Initiative, a group that I'm a part of, where we help new heroes get their foot up in the door. Foot up in the door, because I know how to say words. I called around and looked for centers for you guys to occupy. Unfortunately, it seems that most of the newer centers are taken and extremely full. So, I contacted Keith as a last resort, and Keith kind of elbows him, chuckles, and goes, "Don't do that." And Marcus laughs at him and goes, "I contacted Keith as a last resort because this is his old center, and it's unused at the moment, but he'd like to help you guys use this one." And Keith goes, "It's a fixer-upper, but the electrics work, we think." And Marcus laughs at him and goes, "Why don't we go inside and take a look?" So he walks you guys inside, and the first room you guys see, and I'm really sorry about all the big old water marks on everything. These were the best pictures I could find. Scroll down a little bit and you'll see. It's a vertical montage. So the first room you come into is this kind of bay area with great floors and a staircase off to the side and these big steel doors, and it's got this musk to it, like it hasn't been used in a while, and like it hasn't even been opened up in a while. It's just stale, really. It doesn't smell like anything's rotting or yucky or anything. It's just it hasn't had any air circulation in a while, despite most of the windows being busted open. So he walks you in, and Keith and Marcus pushes Keith over the grate and goes, or Keith goes, this was usually where we kept the cars and the bikes. So we would generally use this as like the garage. So if you guys want to use it as a garage, you can. Though by the looks of it, you only have one vehicle amongst the 4 of you. And Ethan, oh wait, Ethan's not there. Marcus kind of chuckles and goes, "I think they have more than that, but it should be fine." And he rolls you guys through to the next room, which is a little bit scary. It's really tall and really cold.
Whoa.
And it has a super high ceiling. And Keith goes, "This is where we kind of hung out. Kind of the living space, really. You guys can use it for whatever you want."
There's some good bones in this one.
So it was some kind of factory. We never really figured out what, but did the job. So he walks you around through a couple more rooms that are similar to this one. It's the whole building has a very high ceiling, very open space, a lot of stuff you could work with. There's a couple of areas where there are 2 floors, and there's kind of like a landing. So you could walk upstairs, and then there'll be like separate rooms on the second floor, and a walkway around the entire building and shit like that. And then he gets towards the back of the building, and there's a ramp, and him and Marcus lead you guys up the ramp. It's not exactly the second story, it's kind of like a half story up, and he leads you guys into a room, and the first thing you see is graffiti everywhere. There's graffiti all over the place.
Ugh.
And there's a huge window facing out towards the city. And it's fogged up, it's yucky, but if you cleaned it good enough, it should still do the trick of being a window instead of a door. And and there is an old desk, and there's a couple of chairs, office chairs in there. And Keith goes, we called it Captain's Quarters. This was where I did most of my work. I did paperwork, I did scouting missions, this was just what my area was. We kind of used it as my office, really, since I was the team leader. And he looks around and he's like, this graffiti wasn't here the first time, though.
I don't know. That one over there looks like a nice touch. And he's like looking at the skeleton one.
It's a little bit spooky, don't you think?
No. Not really. Whoever did that one had some real talent.
I mean, you're not wrong. It doesn't make it less spooky. So Marcus turns Keith around to face you guys, and then Marcus kind of leans on the desk and goes, so me and Keith know this place is filthy, disgusting, decrepit. We have some funds for you guys to help renovate a little bit, and at the very least clean up and then move some of your own stuff in here. We have a couple of appliances lined up for you guys, like a washer, dryer, fridge, a TV. We wouldn't call it a new TV. It's a couple years old. Keith goes, if you want to call 20 a couple. And Marcus chuckles and goes, hush, hush. And he goes, we have some things for you. There's, of course, going to be some things that you'll need to get for yourself, like, food. We'll take care of the electric bill and things like that until you guys can get funding of your own, or we'll figure something out. Solar panels, something like to that tune. But we're here to help. We're here to get this place fleshed out. This is your base, if you want it to be your base. What do you guys say?
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that this is fantastic. I mean, sure, it's dirty, it's musty, but put a little spit and polish, some elbow grease into it, it'll clean up real nice.
What do you guys think? Thorn, Sven, Sagi?
A little bit cold, but I like it.
It'll be nice once we can warm it up. Ugh.
Yeah, we do have the funds to get this place up and going.
Hey, I've got my tools out in my car. What should I get started on
In
first?
whose car? In whose car?
I mean... Marcus, come on, you're busting my balls.
Is that not your car outside?
Listen, not everyone can afford to have a nice car.
He's got a point. He's got a point.
The other day with a motorcycle. Where did the car come from?
It's on a loan from Ethan. He was nice enough to lend it out to me.
Well, that's sweet of him.
Right? I appreciate him.
He is sweeter than the sun and moon. But yeah, Thorn, you like it? There's actually a garden out back. I wouldn't necessarily call it a tended to garden, but there is soil and plants growing of some kind.
That's okay, I can fix it up.
No, not pot! Not pot! Bad!
Whoa,
Becca, no, Becca is like giving...
I gave a look.
Becca gave me a big old look like there's
You're
pot growing back
breaking
there.
character. So, Dylan's gonna look over to Thorn and be like, hey, it looks like there's some materials left over, and I know we've got to replace some glass anyway. Maybe we can work out a greenhouse area for you.
Yeah, that would be nice. Anywhere but freezing cold. I might need to step outside in a second. It's too cold in here.
That's fine, let's go outside and get the food anyway.
Yeah.
So, you guys all head back outside and get the food out of Dylan's loaner car. Marcus drags out one of those big fold-out tables and unfolds it and puts a picnic cloth on it. And he just, like, fluffs it out and puts it on. And then he sets out soda, plates, napkins, forks, and stuff. And then, like, a spread. Like, he's got a big plate of fried burritos. Bean and cheese burritos. He puts the veggie plate and the Miss Mochi on there. He's got chips and salsa, a big bottle, like one of those big 2 liters of water, and then soda and fruit juice and shit. And it's champagne. So he breaks out a couple of cute but cheap ass, the plastic.
Marcus, hold on. Hold on, Marcus. Are you forgetting the age of some of our team members here?
I have cider, sparkling cider.
Alright. Ooh.
Yeah. And he pours champagne for the older kids.
Sven refuses it. Like, that's alright. I don't.
That's alright. I'll take his too. Thanks.
No, I think I'll give this one to
welcome to
Keith. And he gives it to Keith. And Keith was like, and Marcus turns to Sven. Do you want sparkling cider instead?
That's fine.
And he pours a couple of glasses of sparkling cider and gives one to Usagi and the other to Sven. And then he goes, to your new base. May it have fun times and lots of mystery solving. And
Here.
Yeah,
Cheers.
here.
clink, 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 clink. And you guys eat, and it's amazing. It's good. He probably made the burritos himself. Like, they're really good.
Oh my god.
And, the salsa is definitely homemade.
Fuck
It's the
yes.
chunky salsa, too.
Mm.
And when you guys are done eating, he cleans up, and he,
No. Marcus cleans up?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. These are grown adults. Dylan is gonna make sure that everyone is also helping clean up.
they can help, but he does it real quick while you guys have stuff in your arms, you know?
Marcus,
He just starts, like,
Marcus, no, get.
it's my stuff.
We're
It's my
adults.
dishes.
We're adults. Get. It's like trying to push them away. Marcus.
So you guys clean up, and Marcus whips out his wrist and he looks at his watch and goes, "Oh, good, the truck will be here in a couple of minutes."
The truck?
Yeah, the truck with all your guys' stuff in it.
Stuff?
What kind of stuff?
And right as you say that, a big ass moving truck pulls up. A big old U-Haul.
Shit.
This U-Haul, it's not the biggest one.
It's a 20-footer?
I would say a 20-footer, yeah.
20-footer, 3-cab, the 1 ramp.
About the size of the living room would be a 20-footer?
20-foot.
Yeah, okay. So a 20-footer U-Haul pulls up, and Ethan jumps out. He parks and jumps out of the truck. And he's like, "I got the shit, and I got a couple of dollies, and there's some guys willing to help." And 2 big dudes, big beefy dudes come out. And they're like, "Sup?" And they just go to the back, and they're in like the movers clothes. And they go to the back, and they start wheeling out a brand new fridge. And they take it, and they go, "Where do you guys want it?"
How about in here? And like he's gesturing to the big living area.
So they wheel it into the living area. Ethan rolls over and he puts a washer on a dolly and comes over and he's like, "Where do you want this?"
Probably in the big car area.
You're right.
In the
That's a good place
garage.
for it.
In
Yeah,
the garage. And he wheels it off to the garage, and so they wheel in the TV, which is old. It is old. It has knobs. It's got wood paneling.
Like a giant box right behind it.
And it's like curved, but not in a good way, you know?
Dylan's not gonna stop the guy that's like bringing this in, like, Here, why don't we move this to over here?
Does he, like, dump it in the trash?
No, he does not dump it. He's gonna reappropriate it for parts later.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they let you take it.
Ben's just standing aside like, yeah, no, we're gonna go to the store after this and replace it. I didn't know that those were still around.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, there's a Power Ranger outside.
Oh yeah, they're out playing.
A little kid just walked by and he's got a Power Ranger mask on. As you guys are doing all this shit, a little kid with a Power Ranger mask walks by. He looks like he's going somewhere, but you don't know where. He's on a mission.
Save the world.
He's gonna save the world.
Hero.
So you guys get the washer, the dryer, the new fridge, a couple of tables, like old coffee tables and stuff, a really janky but still comfortable couch, like a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Could definitely use some.
Teen Titans couch.
Huh?
Like the
Teen Titans
U-shaped couch. The big U-shaped couch.
No, it's not fancy at all. It is just a straight couch, and it's old, but it's comfy.
Okay.
Like, it could probably use some new stuffing, but you might do better with just a new couch if you guys ever get the money for it. So they move all this shit in, and at the very end, Marcus gets in his van, and he pulls out, and it looks like it should be a boombox, but it's like half the size of a boombox, you know? It's got like a couple of controls and a really big aerial on it and everything. And he holds it out and he goes, "This is a special radio that most heroes have. This radio, don't fucking try to bullshit me on this because I made this radio up and I know there's no science to it, but I don't care."
Okay. Why are you pointing at Dylan?
I'm just pointing in general at you guys.
I'm like, what? Dylan's not gonna mess with the radio? I mean, he might.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that his thing?
That is his thing.
This works
So
perfectly
it's-
how it is, so do not... And he looks at Dylan and he goes, "Do not break this radio.
I'm not gonna break
Because
it.
they're expensive to make."
Marcus!
Dylan.
Marcus,
Dylan.
I'm not gonna break it.
Anyway, this radio is a radio. You can listen to music on it and everything. But it's also got a special feature. It scans all police channels in Holland Grove. And when it picks up on any sort of what we'll call trigger words, it turns the station on for you. And you can hear the report that they're giving out. So certain words that we've programmed into it are superpowered, villain, powers, anything like to that sort. The radio is always scanning for that, no matter what you have, whether you have it on or off. If it catches something, it will turn on for you guys. All right?
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, right? So have this in the living area somewhere where you guys know you'll be able to hear it. Kind of like a fire alarm going off at a firefighter's station.
Right on.
So there you go. And he holds it out. Dylan takes it.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan thinks he's the leader already.
Dylan ain't said that.
He been taking everything out of my damn hands.
This hasn't been addressed yet.
So, and then Marcus walks back to the van, and he pulls out a big box of garbage bags and a big old bucket of cleaning supplies. And he's like, "All right, everybody fed and motivated?
Yes, sir.
Let's get cleaning."
Ready to fucking clean.
And then we have the montage.
Cleaning montage!
Cleaning montage.
Is this when they like claim which room is their like own or something?
You can. So what do you guys do for your cleaning montage? Other than, clean. Is there any shenanigans? Is there any
I'm sure
arguing?
there's shenanigans. I'm sure that there are dead animals somewhere in here.
There is a dead bird upstairs.
There's a dead bird!
It's a dead crow.
Oh.
Dylan's just like gonna scoop it up and be like,
What's wrong with it?
don't, no, it's, don't look at it.
Taking a
It's
nap.
sleeping. It's sleeping.
Why does it look like it's dead?
Because it is! And Dylan's just like haphazardly carrying this dead animal in the back. Like, don't look at it.
Why did it? What killed it?
Mother Nature.
The
God.
world
So,
will
mother,
never know.
Circle of life.
Oh my god. The garden out back ends up being really pretty despite being in kind of disrepair. There's a very large oak tree that, despite being in the industrial area, is doing very, very well. Actually, that's probably why, because of all the fucking carbon dioxide. And it's in a pretty sunny area too. Like, a lot of the grass is growing a lot. There's actually a couple of really interesting, weird flowers growing.
Nice.
Of, like, weird colors. And, like, there's a lot of, like, bright blue and bright red flowers. And, like, pink and lavender and stuff between that kind of spectrum of, like, red to blue. And, it's a really nice area, and it gets a lot of sun, so it's very warm. But then that tree gives so much shade that you can just kind of waddle over underneath the tree, and it's nice. And it's right in the back, and it's surrounded by other abandoned buildings, so, like, it's hard to get into unless you go through the base building. So, there's that. A couple of days later, after a good couple days of cleaning montage, about half of the living space has been repainted to just a general white while you guys figure out what color you want to paint it. Somebody brought in another couch that's also kind of shitty, but still, you know, comfortable enough. Marcus had brought groceries for your first time there, so the fridge is not fully stocked, but there is lots of healthy snacks, healthy drinks, some coconut waters in the fridge, some, just...
What's that?
Whoever
What is
needs
that?
it, Dylan. I'm just covering bases. I'm just covering bases, literally. And, because it's the base.
Marcus.
Hey. Hey.
Usagi offers out a hand for a high five.
Don't high-five him. It was really good.
Too late, you're already high-fived.
It was pretty good.
Dylan just like storms off to go clean something.
You guys also got a microwave, since right now you don't even have a stove. Let alone an oven. There's kind of been a pseudo kitchen area set up around the fridge, and you guys have already talked about making that the actual kitchen once you get the supplies to turn it into a kitchen area. But for now, you just have the fridge, the microwave, and a couple of tables and, like, bar stools set up so that you can sit there and eat when the time comes. And then you have a different TV. Somebody brought in a different TV that is not older than all of you. It's probably older than the youngest, but not older than the oldest.
I don't know. He might be older than Dylan and Sven.
No, it's definitely younger than you two.
Okay.
And it works, and it's not, it doesn't make a stupid noise. And it's not hot after it's been on for 5 seconds. So is anyone at the base currently, or is anybody, home?
I'd say that Sven, since it looks like this place is like where they're gonna more conjugate, he's taken most of his craft. He's like claimed a room, cleared it out really well, and taken most of his crafting supplies.
Nice.
Especially like the clothing mannequins, you know, so that he can, when he makes stuff for Thorn and everybody else, like it's made there and it stays there, so that Thorn can always peek in and look at like what Sven's making for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So that's kind of what he's doing right now.
So you're upstairs. You're up in your room.
I guess I don't know the layout of it. So
well, the rooms,
whichever room is like kind of like pretty spacious, but there's not really like a window or anything in it.
Okay, so there probably would be a room like that downstairs.
Oh.
The upstairs would be the office area, so all those would have windows for people.
Mhm.
But downstairs, you would really want no windows.
Okay.
Well, I guess maybe just one of the offices upstairs then.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
No, it's fine. I haven't really like built this warehouse yet, so we're kind of just figuring it out as we go along. All I have is these pictures and a general idea. So Sven is up in his room. Dylan, where are you at?
Downstairs in the garage. He's probably moved some of his tools in here and is just started to tinker when he's not cleaning, because he's been cleaning seriously
Okay.
his face.
Usagi, where you at?
Usagi's upstairs putting together a room for himself. He
Nice.
talked with Boss, and Boss thought it'd be a good idea if he would stay with the base.
Nice. Thorn, where you at?
Out back in the garden, cleaning up out there a little bit, trying to figure out what plant is what. Probably already cleared out a space upstairs, but I have little to nothing to put in there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's relatively empty.
Mm-hmm. As a little side note, one of the blue flowers, it's not listed in any kind of botany book or horticulture book. You can't seem to find what species that flower is. It's really beautiful, but you don't know what the fuck it is.
I'm gonna want to dig that up and bring it back over to the uni so I can study it in a lab then.
Alright, that's fine. You do you, fam. So while everybody's gardening, crafting, cleaning, setting up their areas, somebody left the TV on, I'm sure. Being a house full of younger folks who don't know how to turn the damn TV off when they leave the room.
Yeah.
Dylan, you probably hear this report since the garage is connected to the living area. It's been left on the news, probably like Fox, and it's just time for the news. And you hear the news lady go, "Good evening, everybody. We have a unfortunate report to start the night off. A teen has been found dead at the local arcade. Quentin Colburn was pronounced dead on the scene at the local penny arcade as a result of, I would say, manslaughter. So, manslaughter. 3 suspects have been taken into custody, but as far as we know, it was an accident. Our prayers go out to Quentin Colburn's family. Quentin was 16, and he will be remembered by his friends and family and all the students at Holland Grove High. So there's that report, and then she goes on about some fluffy story about a puppy with 3 legs who gets a family and everything, and it's cute and turns the tone a little bit.
When they do this shit. Change the channel?
Changes the channel. As you change the channel onto fucking legitimately Sesame Street,
Excuse me?
you turn on Sesame Street.
I do?
Yeah, Sesame Street comes on. You change the channel and it's Sesame Street. No, it's Elmo's World. Elmo's World.
Fucking 6-foot person just like...
channel.
Yeah, it's 3 times louder than the Fox channel. It's super fucking loud. And just so you're just minding your business and all you hear is
Is there like in the upper stories, is there like kind of, you know how universities have like those floors where there's one main open floor down below and then each floor you can like look over the railing to see the bottom floor?
Yeah, so that's what
the offices are?
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant when I said landing, how there's just like a walkway around the building. Yeah. And
Sven definitely like looks over the railing like, who the fuck?
So John's like,
Why do I hear Elmo?
No,
Who's
there's no
singing?
Elmo.
Like what is this? Is this a meme?
No.
Is this a meme?
Bird.
Is this a bird? No, you change it onto Sesame Street, and you hear Elmo's woo, and the power flickers. And for a second, it feels like it went off, and then you hear woo, Elmo's world.
Son of a bitch! And Dylan just like goes over, like stomps, and like turns off the fucking television.
We all really need to go together on a trip to replace everything.
As you say, replace everything. Ooh, everything goes dark again. It's about 5:00, 5:30, and still spring, so it's starting to be sunset.
So it's dark in there.
Huh?
So it's dark in there.
It's dark.
I hope no one notices Usagi's glowing a little.
Well, you're in your room, aren't you?
I mean, he poked his head out of his room to see what the yelling was about.
I'm sure everyone's like, what the fuck? So. Close this door! Becca made the motion to close door. Thorn, are you seeing all the power flicker inside the building? Or are you paying attention to this weird-ass flower?
Probably if I'm back in the garden. So I'm gonna come in and see what's up.
You go.
Sven calls down to Dylan, like, is that our building, or is that the whole...
I don't know. I'm about to go check out the breaker box right now.
The power comes back on a moment later. Woo. And, and it actually comes on too hard. A lot of the lights start to glow brighter and brighter, and one by one, the overhead lights in the living area.
Fuck!
And then you hear this huge, horrible, explosion. It's just down the block, too. You hear it rattles everything. A couple of the windows that are on their way out crack and shatter.
And car alarms.
Car alarms. Hella. Shit's going cray quite suddenly. And, if anybody's looking out the windows, you can see, smoke coming from about a block off. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, same. It's bad. You guys are floating in and out.
Oh boy.
Excuse me. Let me see if this helps a little bit.
Yay, Discord!
Okay.
Well, I mean, it comes and goes because you guys are normal half the time, and then it flips into, like, a distorted, like, glitchy stuff, and then you're back to normal.
Oh, excuse me. It's doing that shit that it was doing last time.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Okay, well, just, like, message us when it happens, and we'll stop until it goes normal, okay?
Okay.
Is it normal right now?
Yeah.
It's normal right now. I can understand you. When I messaged you, it was just in and out and all over the place. It sounded like a shredder trying to fuck a different robot, like an easy speak. It was terrible.
Oh, God!
I really, really, really had to concentrate, like, hear what you were saying.
That sucks. I'm sorry. The microphone was having a lot of issues earlier, so it might be that, but it also might be the internet. Who knows? But yeah, message me if it goes wrong again, and I'll try and fix it. Or at least wait until it's not doing it.
The internet better not be misbehaving. I paid for this bitch to be behaving.
No, my Wi-Fi card is shit too. So if my internet cuts out a little bit because of my Wi-Fi card, then the audio is not getting transmitted properly. So, anyway, so there's this huge explosion. You guys can see smoke, coming from about a block down. And not even a moment later, the team radio starts going off. And you hear, we have an incident going down at the power plant off by the industrial park. There is a potential powered person. I don't know if you guys can hear me. There's a potential powered person wreaking fucking havoc. We need We need officers down here now, right now. There's lives in danger. There's hostages. We have hostages. So it's down at the power plant that is about a block away from your house. Who's on the scene?
Who's on the scene?
Who's going?
Oh, Dylan.
Well, it looks like I came in on time. I'm going.
Dylan hears this and he's like calling out to Usagi. And it's like, hey, bunny boy, it's time to go.
All right, I'm coming.
Oh,
Down the stairs.
so did everybody come here separately or together?
What did you guys do?
Dylan has a car now.
Yeah.
He has acquired a brand new car.
Yeah.
And he is ready to take everyone to this scene.
What car did you get?
A
A nice one?
nice car. A nice car.
It has wheels and doors.
Yeah,
minivan.
4
Oh my
doors and
It's good.
I don't know fucking cars, Steve.
We'll pick one out for him later.
Okay.
We'll do a budget and everything, and I'll pick out something with a low car payment for poor ass Dylan.
Dylan ain't paying the note. It was a gift
Oh, from Sissy?
from Sissy.
Nice.
Man.
So you all pile into Dylan's car? Yeah?
Yep.
I guess.
I guess!
Nah, don't be salty.
Why on earth would I be salty?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you guys pull in. Do you guys have costumes right now?
Dylan is full gear.
Yeah, you guys should probably suit up real quick, actually.
Sven doesn't, but his hair's tied up. So
Okay.
it's not everywhere.
So
I wanna
Sven,
say,
And it's intricately braided back into a bun.
so everyone's putting their suit up, and Sven's just, like, putting his hair up.
No, his hair is already up.
Oh, Sven's just, like, crossing his
Yeah.
arms, like, hurry.
He's probably like tying his bangs back or something.
putting little barrettes.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you? What are you all doing? Thorn?
I probably have part of a suit, so I should go put that on by now.
Okay. Dylan, you suit up?
Oh yeah, and I
It's-
just want to put it into record. Dylan is mostly never without at least a mask. He's all about the secret identity. The only one. Are you okay?
Puppy.
Yeah, it's fine. She's probably chasing the cat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
The only one who has seen Dylan without a mask is Usagi.
So wait, Dylan's always wearing a mask around everybody?
Like at least the little strip eye mask, yeah.
Like, even when you guys are just doing downtime?
He's doing the fucking tiger thing, yeah.
Oh my god! Okay, Kotetsu.
Yup.
God. So Dylan does not want you guys to know his real name at all or anything about him, so he's just already partially suited up, I guess. And then goes and puts the rest of his shit on. Usagi, what are you up to?
He pulls through a whole bunch of clothes and just decides on a t-shirt with Miyamoto Mochi on it. He hasn't had time to put thought into his superhero costume.
Are you gonna wear a mask or a mouth cover or anything, or are you just going in a t-shirt?
A little mask.
A little mask? A mouth mask?
Yeah, just a little mouth mask.
Little mouth mask? Alright,
With like a
cool.
little like the
Living with a Japanese... Oh, that's cute. Living with a Japanese family, you probably have a couple of those, oh fuck, what are they
hay
called?
fever masks.
Yeah. One of the those masks. So, y'all are at least 25% suited up, each of you. And you all head out and you follow the smoke. As you get close, you guys come up to the power plant.
Anybody want to guess that this is that one gal from the last week? What was her name again?
Strata.
Rada?
Yeah, that one. Anybody want to place bets?
Nah, this doesn't sound like her MO exactly. I mean, it might be. It's still technology. Kinda? Electricity?
Yeah, I'm assuming she's probably... If it's her, she's probably what? Powering up?
That'd be bad.
What was
I
she
don't
gonna power
know.
up
Last
for?
time she went right for the money, so it might not be.
Well, she was trying to
Well,
finance to build something, right? Maybe she's trying to power it up.
I mean, she did leave with one full bag of gold bars.
Yeah, thanks, Sven.
Look,
Look at what?
Can we not fight?
we can't all be perfect. Besides, it's
Guys,
not
I
my
think
fault.
we should probably focus more on the fact that that power plant is definitely smoking right now, and we need to get there and fix
I'm
it.
driving. I can't drive any faster than this. I haven't made adjustments to the car. The car can't fly yet. Usagi, why are you looking at me that way?
You can make it.
Hold
fly?
on, hold on.
Oh no, it's good now. It
good
was
now?
really bad a second ago.
Did you hear what Dylan said?
Yeah.
Okay. So you fucking salt master. You guys pull up arguing to the power plant. There's there's a couple of emergency vehicles. There's a fire truck on standby with the firefighters ready to go whenever they need to go. They don't want to because it's all electricity, but they are ready should they need to do any kind of EMT work. There's a lot of cop cars. There's probably 5 or 6 cop cars just where you guys are, and you can see a couple more kind of around the corner. And there's a cop talking into his walkie-talkie saying, "We can't find him, but he's here somewhere." And as you guys get out of the car, the cop turns around and goes, "Who the fuck are you?"
Good evening, officer. We're a new hero team for the Hero Initiative. Would you mind filling us in on the situation?
I guess I have to, according to the law, he says, really irritatedly. He goes, "I'm Officer Bryant." Holy shit, that was loud for a second, sorry. He goes, "I'm Officer Bryant. We think we're dealing with a powered person who's either gone out of control or has malicious intent. We don't know exactly what their powers are, but they are focused here. They haven't left the power plant since we've heard about them. They're surging the plant and then killing the power, and then surging it and killing the power. We don't know what their motive is, but they're fucking with everything. We don't," and he looks at Dylan and he goes, "We don't recommend anyone going in with metal, seeing as how it's a power plant with electricity."
Dylan grudgingly starts to strip off some of his equipment.
I mean, there's that, or I could turn it into rubber for you.
Do what?
Rubber.
Are you gonna let Sven turn it into rubber?
I want
I mean,
you to
he's not-
explain a little bit more.
Like, you know how I turned all of those dollar bills into solid gold?
Yeah.
Same principle, but rubber.
Will it affect any of the technology that I built into it?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
Here, why don't you adjust some of my armor?
Are you gonna let him turn some of the metal into rubber?
Yep, sure is.
Sven,
Yeah.
please roll 2d6 plus freak.
Do I just click on the freak bit, right?
Try it.
Oh. Submit. Oh.
Sven holds out a hand and flicks his fingers, and you hear and nothing happens. The officer looks at Sven and goes, "Are you all sure you're heroes? Because I'm only supposed to give information to heroes."
No, we're heroes. He's just having an off moment.
Issues.
Is his
moment.
is his power making farts appear out of nowhere?
No, it's not, officer.
I think
has
that's
legit-
everybody's power. To be quite frank.
We'll go ahead and proceed. And Dylan's just going to go ahead and strip off some of his stuff. He's still gonna keep some of his tech, like for diagnostic purposes, but he's getting rid of a lot of his armor because it's metal based.
Okay. As you're stripping, when you're almost done, there's another poof, and a big old poof of fire and electricity, and then smoke. And a lot of the cops go, duh, and duck real quick, like out of the way, like just reflexively. Nothing comes flying out, but it's loud. After a moment, you guys hear really, really loud, tinny, sharp, I almost said mechanical, maniacal laughter. Someone is laughing very loudly inside the power plant.
Officer Bryant, do you think we could have you move your men back a little bit? It might be dangerous for them.
Sure. Are you kids gonna be alright?
We'll be fine.
Alright, well, we have EMT on the scene, and we're gonna try and call in some backup just in case.
Thank you, officer. Stand by.
And Bryant gets in his car and has everyone roll backwards a good 100 feet or so.
Okay. Dylan's gonna look at the team. You guys ready?
As ever.
That's ever.
Ready as I'm gonna be.
Alright, and you guys go running in. As you guys run in, there's the big power boxes, the big rows of them, the towers, shit like that, just everywhere. And in the air, the hair on your arms and stuff kind of stands on edge a little bit. There's kind of a electrical field around the place just from being a power plant. And there's a smell like metal and rust in the air, and it kind of hurts to breathe a little bit, like just the slightest bit. It just kind of stings to smell it. And it's hot. It's hot here. The deeper in you go, especially closer to the fire, obviously, it's hot. Oh shit, there's police sirens in this song. I didn't know that. I haven't listened that far into the song.
And outside barbecuing.
So, there's fire.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Someone's barbecuing right now, so it smells like fire in the house.
So,
Wow, talk about immersive gameplay.
Yeah.
Wait,
If only we were there.
Huh?
Are you still going with your descriptions?
Not really.
Okay.
You guys are there, there's fire, and you're in a power plant.
Okay. So, first thing Dylan wants to do is try and contain the fire. He is going to attempt to unleash his power.
Which one?
He's going to try and do the Big Bee's hand.
And
to
smother it? Okay, roll me plus freak.
Okay. And he's explaining to his teammates what he's doing. He's saying, we should try to control some of the flames before he does this.
So,
Oh, shoot.
Oh.
Dylan rolled a 5, which is a miss. Barely a miss, but still a miss. Oh, I need to do your team points. You guys so far have
1.
2, actually, because
Ooh.
you're all in here for the same reason, to take out a bad guy. So you have 2. So, Dylan raises a hand, and you guys, his stuff's purple, right? Or pink?
Huh.
His psychic weapons.
Purple.
Purple. So he raises a hand, and he's explaining to you this cool thing he's about to do about how we should try to smother the fire and control some of the fire. And a hand forms, but it's kind of skinny, almost skeletal, and it hits the ground, and it's just like a hologram. Nothing happens. It just,
Yes,
the fire's
no.
just through the hand. It's fine.
Maybe we should
Yes.
see if there's a fire suppression system.
Good
Guess we're all
idea.
having a bad day, huh?
Yeah, you guys are all having a shitty ass day so far.
Usagi, good idea.
Well, I can tell you, I sure as hell ain't touching that shit.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
Usagi,
be
would you like
careful.
to search for a fire suppression system?
Yes.
I think that's great.
Thor, would you come with me?
Pardon?
Yeah, I'll come with.
Right, we'll go together to go look for a fire suppression system.
You talking about a fire extinguisher?
Well,
Of some sort?
No,
if it's
usually
an elec-
there's systems involved. Whether
Yeah.
they take out foam,
Mm.
or water. They're not going to use water and electricity plant. They're going to
No,
use
so they
foam.
should have something in the ceiling attached already in order to engage it to shoot foam out.
It's
at
not a
it.
ceiling.
No,
It's an open power
It's
plant.
not a ceiling, but they still have the suppression systems.
Or
See,
fire
somebody
like
knows
fire
something
stuff.
more about power plants than the DM does, and that's my own fault. I thought they just had fire extinguishers.
Mm-mm.
Alright, so you guys go look for a fucking fire suppression system.
We should also look for something, a master override.
As you say that,
Mhm.
there's a very loud buzzing directly above you. And as you look up to see what it is, there's a huge arc of electricity, and it kind of tentacles its way out from the top of the tower and until it reaches the tower next to it, and it grabs on, and then from that tower another arc of electricity reaches out and grabs onto the next, and it just starts surrounding you in a circle.
Oh,
And
no.
you hear a voice crackling, sparking, hissing a little bit. An override? Oh shit. Hello? Hello?
For seconds, it's still
Oh,
crackling.
it's so bad.
Yeah.
It's bad for you guys too. I can't hear you guys either.
Yeah. It probably all crackles at the time.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
That means there's a problem with the signal.
So I
No.
didn't think about this when we ran in here. I'm looking it up now to see if electricity will travel through crystals or stuff.
I don't think it travels. It might. You can look it up if you want.
Because
it's a rock.
Yeah, and it sort of resists it by looking
Yeah,
at it.
it's not gonna. It only travels.
Is it still
through-
crackling?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still crackling. It's not as bad as it was, but
Yeah.
This is dumb. Discord, why you like
Okay.
this?
It works. It works now.
It's good?
Crystal's more gonna act
yeah,
like
you're
a
good.
ground than actually a conductor.
Okay.
That might hurt.
No, I don't think grounding hurts.
Mhm.
If you're grounded, you're fine.
Okay.
You want to be grounded.
If I fuck up on how electricity works, somebody tell me, because I don't know shit about electricity. I just
Okay.
I had this villain on standby. So the electricity at the top of the towers circles around Dylan and Sven, and you guys hear a sparky, crackling, hissing voice go, "An override?"
Shit.
What was that?
You guys want to override the power plants? That's my job.
Is it?
Who
though?
are you?
Is somebody paying you?
Money has nothing to do with this. And the top
Are you
ring,
doing a trade system?
the top ring starts splitting into more rings, and they just start dropping and dropping further and further down, caging you two in.
But no.
Oh, fantastic!
Shit. Hold up. I've got something for this. And Dylan's gonna try and unleash his power again. This time he's gonna do the bubble.
You gonna do the shield, the Steven bubble?
He wants to do a shield around them and then possibly try to send it outwards to break it.
Okay, so roll, and then I'll tell you how that works.
Is that freak again?
Yes, you're unleashing your powers.
Alright. Oh boy. Fingers crossed.
Somebody tell me if I do the voice too loud, because he's allowed. Oh my god.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
He doesn't even make the
So you go, and you kind of pull a muscle in your back, and you make a bubble that is approximately 6 inches across in your hand. And it pops almost instantly.
I want to try to, I guess, use one of my powers.
It's what?
It's called Moat. Spend 1 burn to create a barrier that will back threats as long as you keep your attention on it. The DM may call you to spend another burn if the barrier is threatened by a particularly powerful enemy.
You're the Nova, right?
Yeah.
Okay, when you charge up your powers, roll plus conditions you currently have marked. On a hit, hold 3 burn.
Hey, so Jess, while that's going on, while you're trying to charge up your attack, Dylan looks at Sven and is like, I swear this never happened before.
Do you say that a lot?
Hey!
Oh my god.
Jess,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need you to roll a flat 2d6.
Okay. I clicked it. Oh.
Is it not doing it?
Oh, fuck. There we go.
Ooh, you got 7 to 8. Ooh, on a 7 to 9, mark a condition.
Oh.
So you have 3 burn, but also a condition. So pick whichever one you want.
Well, I guess insecure because like their powers haven't been super duper great today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That works well for me. So you have 3 burn to spend.
So do I just put it in the burn thing underneath conditions?
Yes.
Okay.
If it gives you the option to do so.
Yeah. Okay.
So spend your burn on your flares, and then so you want to do moat?
Yeah, I guess it's not on my character sheet on 20, but it's on my character sheet that I sent you.
Okay, that's fine. Just tell me what move you want to use in the future. Just tell me what move, and I will go look it up myself, because it's easier just to have the whole playbook with all of you guys in here than just the individual ones.
Yeah, that's fair.
So spend 1 burn to create a barrier that will hold back threats as long as you keep your attention on it. The GM may call for you to spend another burn if the barrier is threatened by particularly powerful enemies. So
do I have 2 burn instead of 3?
Yes, you now have 2 burn.
Okay.
But you did it. You make your barrier. What does your barrier look like?
It's very kind of translucent, and it's fuck. What was the color? I think it's purple. It's a very translucent, kind of electric-looking purple.
Like a neon purple almost.
I mean, like more where, you know how like there's water on, like there's when you're looking at like waves and it's like moving. There's a bunch of different colors. There's like the white, and then there's like a blue, and then there's a darker blue. Mm-hmm. It's like that except purple, and you can see through it. And so it's like constantly moving around.
Does it look like water or fire or electricity or?
It's more electric looking because it's. I'm thinking that it's more of the electricity own body that he's using.
Okay. So you make this barrier, this purple barrier, big enough to hold you and Dylan as this electric cage drops down on you guys. And the voice you hear laughs again. Look at this pathetic thing. How long have you even had your powers? This is stupid. You think a barrier is going to hold out me? And a huge arc of bright blue electricity shoots in and hits the barrier really hard. Do you want to spend 1 burn to keep it held up?
Yeah.
So you spend 1 burn to keep it held up. And he goes, shit.
Having some trouble there, buddy. Bet this never happens to you either.
Says the guy who made a bubble the size of my fucking hand. And, the electricity gets loud, like it starts buzzing really hard.
Oh.
Have you guys...
Sun's really struggling to concentrate on the barrier.
Thorn and Usagi, how's that fire suppression system search going?
Oh no!
Are you guys just like crying somewhere because you can't find it?
Okay, if I was in a fire suppression system, where would I be?
Come on, college kid, help us!
Yeah,
shit.
don't one of you have phones? Have a phone?
To Google?
Probably not if I walked into a power plant. Let me be frank with you.
Fair.
That's right, you broke college student. You be like, I'm gonna leave this out here. This $400.
Oh, I mean, come on, though. Like, some dude just totally paid off all student loans and you wouldn't think to ask him to
But there's
Anyway.
got to be a switch in like a relatively obvious spot. All the employees have to know where that spot is, so it can't be too badly hidden.
That's fair.
This is fair.
Both of you. Oh
no.
no, there's a move for this.
What?
Okay, I need you
Well.
guys to roll. Usagi and Thorn, please roll plus superior.
Oh shit. Okay, fine.
I just click on the little dice symbol next to the name.
Yeah, just a little dice right there. Thorn, you don't assess shit. Holy fuck! Nice.
Shit.
Do you have a plus one superior?
Hang on.
What are your stats? Because this might have been the first
That's
essentially
They
natural
have a
20.
+2.
Yeah.
They have a +2.
Yeah,
So they
it's
had a
+2.
6 and a 5.
Nice.
+2.
Nice. So, Thorn, you don't get to assess shit. You look at your feet and go, nope, no suppression system there.
Oops.
Usagi, you got a 10 plus, so I'm gonna give you a list of questions that you can ask, and you can pick 2, okay? Or do you have the basic moves on your thing, actually?
Which basic moves? These ones?
Yeah, just the player basic moves. Not yours for your playbook, but the basic moves.
Yeah, right here.
Okay, so you see the questions on assess the situation?
Mhm.
You can ask me 2 of those, and I have to answer honestly. And you take +1 while acting on the answers.
What here can I use to put out the fire?
You look over to your left, and there's a row of big red tank-looking things with pipes sticking out of them and wheels. There's about 5 of them.
I found the fire suppression system.
That's great, Usagi.
What? Do you have another question?
I mean, we can't hear that. We're busy.
Yeah, you guys are
I
busy.
know. I'm sarcastic telling that Usagi in my head.
Who's a gay?
I guess what being the biggest threat here, either the fire or the big bad, obviously.
Definitely the bad guy.
Definitely the bad guy.
The fire is just a fire. You can put that out. It doesn't have a mind of its own. Bad guy has a mind of his own.
Alright,
All good?
so let's go ahead and start turning those wheels.
So you and Thorn start squeak, 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 turning those wheels. And as you do, nobody catch me on this because, like I said, I don't know how this shit works. A bunch of foam just starts coming out of various spots on the power plant and putting out the fire. And you guys figure out that each of the tanks is connected to a certain area. And when you spin one, the area behind you, which is not on fire, foam starts coming out. So you figure out, if you don't need it, turn it off. And you guys work out that it's the third one that you need the most. So you guys spin that one, and a bunch of foam starts putting out the fire. The fire is behind the electric cage, so none of the foam is getting on the bad guy or Sven and Dylan, but you did successfully put out this motherfucking fire.
Yay!
Good job. Good job.
Now help us.
No, please help. Oh, by the way, every time you guys miss,
Mark potential.
mark potential.
Oh. that's
Oh
right, okay.
shit.
So.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
How many did I miss?
Cool.
Once? Twice?
I think you missed twice. Thorn missed once. Yeah. So Sven missed once. Dylan missed twice. Thorn missed once. Everybody else got their stuff.
Sven needs to do. Oh, wait, no. Okay, I never mind.
You got a full ass hit. That was a good shit. Good shit right there. Good job.
I don't know where I put it, but I'm having trouble finding the sheet that has all the basic moves for some reason.
It should be. I'll send it to you real quick.
Thanks. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Here, I'll post it in the chat so you guys can.
Thank you.
What the?
The basic
Yeah.
move sheet with like directly
That one.
engage a threat and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Just
you.
so it's easy
Sorry.
access. You're welcome. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yes. So
Can
yay,
you put-
the fire's out. What, Jess?
I was gonna ask. You know how like on the side it's got like our NP information chart and our team. Can you like maybe not right now, but later put the basic moves right there
Sure.
so we can call it up whenever we need it, and we don't have to bother you about it later.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually. But yeah, I'll do that. Thank you.
Okay.
Somebody make a note of that. So, back to Dylan and Sven. You just pissed this guy off by making a fucking little dick joke, essentially, at him. And he is mad. The electricity is buzzing and getting loud, and you can see that there's arcs of electricity kind of coming in at you guys like fingers from every angle. It starts to connect with the barrier, and it's kind of grabbing and starting to overload the barrier a little bit. What do you guys do?
Sven is looking like it's really fucking painful to do that. He's holding it up still, but it's obviously very painful.
What about you, Dylan?
Wait, he's hurting us?
He's pushing his electricity into the barrier, and
Oh.
Sven is looking like it hurts for him to do that.
'Cause
Shit.
Because it's like connected to Sven's bodily energy or whatever.
Oh, fuck. Sven, are you alright?
you need to do something.
Okay, okay.
It's hurting.
I'm working on it. Let me try again with that bubble. And he's gonna roll plus freak, and hopefully work this time. Did it do it?
No.
There might be a pop-up window
9.
you need to look at.
There, no.
Ooh.
9. Okay. So, with a 9. Okay, cool. So, you do manage to get the bubble to go, and it inflates real quick and immediately blocks out the electricity that was starting to breach the barrier. And you guys are fine for now, but as you get it to the full strength, especially having to have Sven inside of it, you can already feel that it's not a very complete bubble.
Mhm.
And it's honestly kind of hard to breathe in.
Oh, shit.
There's not very much oxygen inside the bubble. You just
Mhm.
you inflated it and pushed the oxygen out around you.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Yep. We can't stay in here for very long, Sven.
And as you say that, he goes, "You guys really don't think that's gonna hold me out, do you? I'm static, for fuck's sake!" And from the top, a huge lightning bolt shoots into the ground, and the cage shuts down. And you guys see a man standing there.
Oh.
Ooh.
He's got these electric sabers for hands, and instead of feet, he's got these sharp-looking electric. it looks like he's standing on swords.
Oh my god.
And the electricity is crawling up his arm. It's arcing off of his skin. It's his eyes are glowing. You can see electricity coming out from just everywhere. His hair is standing on edge. But he's wearing civilian clothes and he's not hiding his face. He's obviously new to this. This just happened today.
So how long have you had your powers?
A lot longer than you, apparently.
You say that, but
Sven.
I say that, but who's over here hurting?
I want to directly engage.
You want to directly engage with that? Okay, yeah,
I'd like to
roll.
punch him in the face.
Oh my god, roll plus. You're gonna punch him in the face, roll plus danger.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No.
Roll plus
Okay,
danger
so-
with advantage, because he's just expecting you to banter with him.
So how do? Okay, so it's this input value situation bonus / penalty. Should I just put 1?
No, just roll twice.
Okay. And then one more time. Oh
You fucked him up anyway. So on a 10 plus, you pick 2. You can
No more.
resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
The last 2.
The last 2, create an opportunity. I'm guessing punch him out so he's...
Yeah, he's afraid of you because he's afraid of me because I just like flat out punched him in the fucking face, and then it opens up for hopefully somebody else to do something.
Okay.
Maybe with that foam.
So he's like, what the fuck? And you pop him in the fucking face, and he goes down. He literally hits the fucking floor. Hold on real quick.
Man, I really wish I had some handcuffs right now.
So you hit him so fucking hard, he actually barks a condition.
Shit.
Look, my dude Sven works out.
Yeah, it hurt.
He lift.
It hurt. Static actually lifts his head and he's clutching his face. And he goes, what the fuck, dude? And he sniffs and pulls his hand away and he's got blood coming out of his nose. And he's like, the fuck?
You don't have the fucking capabilities to be indignant with me.
Fuck you. But he's not. He's scared.
I'd like.
Where are my fucking villain moves? Oh, shit. Oh, wait, no, I know where they are.
Hi, puppy. Oh.
Okay, yeah. So, you start trying to talk smack to him, and he goes, fuck you, and he throws his hand forward, and a sharp, but kind of weak jolt of electricity shoots from his hand into your chest, Sven.
Oh.
I'm not
What
gonna...
does that do to me?
It's not powerful, so I'm not gonna make you take a powerful blow, but you do need to know that you have just been shocked, and it kinda hurt.
But he's like, what is that? Some static? I've been zapped before, worse by the dryer.
Okay, he's upset. Is anybody else doing anything? While Static is on the ground prone. What, Thorn?
He's on the ground, isn't he?
Yes.
Can I take this opportunity to get a bunch of roots out of the ground and try to bind him there, at least temporarily?
Roll plus freak.
When did we get back to the others?
Cool.
I'm guessing you ran there. Like, you guys weren't that far away.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Oh, wow! When you get a full hit, it says kapow!
Oh.
Dang!
Jesus.
Oh, hold the fuck on.
That's a double crit. 6,
Oh, God.
6, and a bonus. Kapow.
Oh my god.
So, like, game over? We beat this guy, or?
He's stuck.
Thorn, so you wanted to root him to the ground?
Yes, I wanted to root him to the ground.
Are you just eating all of her candy?
I am! I have no
I just told you to stop eating all of her candy.
I'm sorry! That's why I'm
She is over here eating all of...
Put it over there. Put it over there.
Oh my
I
god.
can't eat anymore.
Anyway, you send a bunch of... You call up,
I
the...
call up a bunch of roots, like tree roots from nearby, or just old plant roots that were left over from when this plant was built. Just enough to bind him to the ground and hopefully keep him from moving.
Yeah, no, that's not exactly what happens. You're like, oh yeah, these help me roots. Nah, big motherfucking roots come out of the ground, like the size of somebody's fucking whole torso. And they come out and they just wrap over him.
So, not roots. You're telling me basically fucking tree trunks.
Tree
wrapped around
trunks,
this dude.
but like malleable, so they can still move. Yeah, they wrap over him and they like thread him into the ground, and he goes, "You son of what the fuck!" And he's stuck. He's just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
And then he
and
just-
tree roots conduct electricity, so have fun with that.
Oh, they don't.
I don't think so.
And now he's just mad at you, Spin. God damn it, because you can't shut your mouth. And he tilts his head back, and a arc of electricity shoots out from like his chest into one of the nearby towers.
Oh.
And then you hear the tower buzzing, and as you look at it, it's physically vibrating. And you hear tsh, tsh, and sparks start flying off of it, and you see some of the prongs on the edges are starting to turn from gray to red, and then yellow, and more sparks start flying off of it.
Ooh.
Is that about to fall?
It's about to explode.
Somebody shut it down.
Time for Dylan to do some hacking.
Please.
What are you gonna hack?
The system to fucking override it.
How are you gonna hack it?
More like he's going to find the control panels for this place and try to get into the
It's heating up quick. Static wants to hurt you guys.
Fuck.
Turn it off.
Wait. Can we just fucking knock this dude out?
You can attempt it.
I want to fucking try and attempt to knock this guy out.
Okay, hold on.
Or, how about, I look into the power situation and someone else try to take him out.
So Dylan's gonna try and hack. Who wants to try and just knock Static out?
I'll try it.
Sven?
I mean, I'm right there. He already.
Both y'all at the same time! Bam!
Well, so roll danger.
Yeah, roll plus both of you? Excuse me. Jeez.
Roll
Roll
danger.
plus danger. Oh god. You roll. Yeah, you both simultaneously reach down and pop him in the fucking head. And he goes, ah! And,
Night-night!
yeah, he goes, night-night. And he slumps over, and the electricity connecting his chest to the tower just goes dead. The tower is still really hot, though. It's not heating up anymore, but it's hot. You can feel heat coming off of it. The Static's fucking passed out.
Yep, we need to cool down that system. Just
Yeah,
like
so-
with that excess energy and get it to not be so hot because that's why it gets hot. It's building, like, too
So are you still gonna try and look for an override?
Yep.
Unleash your powers.
All right.
Plus freak.
There's a little pop up somewhere. There it is, a little bit.
Oh, Dylan.
So you find a panel, and some of the letters have been scratched off, and you see, like, it kind of looks like the word override. And it looks like it's been flipped off, so you turn it back on.
Oh no.
And, everything does kind of turn off. So for a moment, what happens if you miss? You just don't do it, right? Yeah, I think you just don't do it. Oh, you missed, so mark potential.
Nice.
So everything kind of turns off, and it's real quiet for a second. Static's kind of passed out. There's no more electricity buzzing. It's just real quiet.
We need to secure this guy.
Yeah, that's gonna be real hard to do as the power comes back on. And Static opens his eyes.
Ah!
Ooh,
Shit. And he looks at you guys and he goes and turns into nothing but pure electricity and shoots into the tower.
God damn it.
The excess energy that came off the power plant turning back on woke him up and gave him enough energy to shoot back into the tower.
I fucked up. Real bad. I fucked up.
You better go find the actual shutdown panel.
Ah, here he goes.
What?
Pow
What do I want for that?
Yeah, what's that? Because Sven's gonna go fucking look for it now, too.
The shutdown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, it's a shutdown panel. It's just a panel somewhere.
So, like, do we just
No,
do two
roll
straight
some-
D6s?
Oh!
Roll superior.
Yeah, plus superior. Assess the situation.
Okay. Thanks.
Oh,
Oh!
Sven
You,
doesn't know what to look for.
yeah, you look at your feet and go, no shutdown here!
Please, please, I have a 3 in this, please.
Oh my fucking god! I need to make this bigger. Hold on. So go to basic moves and see the questions that are there, and ask me 2 of those, I guess.
How could we best end this quickly?
You need to turn off all of the power, and you just need to get all the power down,
Okay.
and then arrest him.
Alright.
Something with rubber would really help.
Something with rubber.
Oh god.
Oh my
can I turn
god.
The whole tower into rubber.
No, we're not turning the whole tower into rubber, but we
But
could
it would
definitely
stop him.
we could definitely encase him in rubber and like try to contain him that way.
Something
I
with
think I
rubber
would
would
do
help.
Yeah.
Next question.
Okay. What here is the biggest threat? Like, what is the worst case scenario that this dude could do?
He kills you guys at the least.
I mean, that's not worst case scenario.
At the least, he kills all of you.
Alright, cool.
Because electricity, hot, puppy.
Yeah, and those electric burns look fucking nasty. Do not look it up. I promise you.
Yeah, don't look
No.
up electric burns.
I've already done that. It's
Did she
bad.
knock your chair over? Chibi got so excited to see the dog outside the window that she stood up and knocked her chair backwards.
Okay, but the reality is
Alright,
that's happened to those chairs a lot
They're
in their lifetime.
they're back heavy.
So, that's the thing. And, with that, do I also find the system? Or the...
I'm gonna go ahead and give you this one. You also take +1 acting on the answers. So if you guys do anything if either of you unleash your powers to get the dude to be encased in rubber or make something on him rubber or turn one of the towers into rubber, you get a +1 to unleash your powers.
Sven, you take that one.
Yeah, you take the other one. Well, you guys can, yeah. You guys still also have 2 team points, so you guys can spend team points to add 1 to somebody's failed roll or kind of meh roll.
Well, if we need that, we will. Definitely.
Yeah. So, with this also, since you got, fucking 13, you glance over and there's kind of a main building that most people think, like, there's nothing in there except for a bunch of pipes. No, on the side of the building is a giant box that says shut-off switch.
Hey!
We needed that like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So first, we're gonna take off the little systems and then go for the big one.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna run over and.
Yep.
Do we do this as a team, or are we going to split up? And
I think that we should split up. Dylan is going to do the panels. He'll probably ask for someone else to come with him. Sven, you need to try and contain this guy. If you could make it something to out of rubber, something that
Okay.
he can't escape necessarily.
I'll try.
All right.
So, what is a burn? Like, can I get those back, or is that all I get for it?
It doesn't say whether or not you can regen those. So for now, I'm gonna let you roll again to see how much burn you get back. So roll plus conditions. So
Oh, because there's like a little dice thing next to the burn.
yeah, what'd you
Next
get?
to a 4.
Oh, 4? Oh, fuck. On a miss, you have 2 burn, but, mark 3 conditions.
Oh,
What the
dang.
fuck?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Guilty that he missed all of it, and angry at himself that he missed all of it.
You need 3 more. You need 1 more.
Well, angry and guilty, right?
You have insecure, guilty, and angry. You need 1 more.
Well,
It's
I thought-
marked 3 more conditions.
Oh shit.
You are almost taken out, dude.
So I get 4 burn. Wait, I get 2? So 3. Okay.
But first, mark your condition.
Yeah, give me one more.
Okay.
Give me one more condition.
It's hopeless. Sorry.
Oh
Hopeless.
no!
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're.
Sven's definitely not fucking afraid of him.
Yeah,
How do I get rid of conditions again?
we'll go over that at the end of the. Actually, you know what? We should probably go over it now.
Okay, so in order to get rid of a condition, you need to, for angry, break something. For afraid, you need to directly engage. For guilty, you need to provoke someone or assess the situation. For
No, what are you?
hopeless-
No.
What?
It's -2. It's -2.
That's your
reading
minus
the
2.
wrong thing.
Clear. Let me. Since I am the GM over here, Chibi. How about I read the move?
No,
I know you just did this last weekend.
it's true. I'm sorry.
To clear condition. So for you to clear angry, you need to hurt someone or break something important.
No.
For guilty, you need to make a sacrifice to absolve your guilt. To clear hopeless, fling yourself into easy relief. And then for secure, take foolhardy action without talking to your team. You can also clear a condition when someone else comforts or to support you, or when you defend someone. It's
Oh.
only if they do good on that, though.
Can Dylan try to support Sven? Because, like, he knows that Sven is in a crucial point. He's like, we're counting on you. You can do this.
I mean, he could if he wanted to.
No, legit. Like, he said something like this. Or something.
So what do you tell Sven? Like, tell me what you tell Sven.
Alright. I'm going to tell Sven, look, I know things look grim right now, but we're counting on you. You can do this. It'll be alright.
Roll plus
So don't you have to?
roll plus mundane.
Plus mundane. Alright. Oh, come on. And...
Nice! On a 10 plus, you can also add a team to the pool or clear a condition yourself. You don't have any conditions, so I'm adding a team to the pool. Yeah, clear a condition. Sven, which condition do you want to clear?
I guess insecure.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna clear hopeless.
Okay.
So I have angry, guilty, and insecure.
Cool.
Thanks, Dylan. I needed that.
Nice.
Alright.
Good job.
I'm gonna go shut off the power. You can do this. And he hustles off.
Dylan runs off to go shut off the power.
With them running legs.
Sven, where are you?
I guess the same spot, but I think I'm gonna see if he can encase that whole tower that this guy is in rubber. But that also might take a while.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna take a while, and no matter what, he's starting to spread to the other towers anyway. He's starting to create the cage again, but there's no spaces in between the arcs this time. It's a full wall of electricity. You can
Around me?
around all of you. That same area that just you and Dylan were in. The three of you are now in there, just without Dylan. Sorry, I thought I heard my phone going off. And he's got you guys in there, and he is surrounding the whole area with electricity again.
We should probably get out of this.
Get out!
Can I
What was that?
do overcharge?
What?
You channel full capacity of your incredible powers to overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, or extend your senses. Spend 2 burn to take 10 plus when unleashing your powers.
Okay, so you'd have to explain to me what you want to do, and then you get yeah, and then it works anyway.
Okay, because I wanna try to like dissipate his thing enough to us to get far enough away that he can't encircle all of us in it.
Okay.
So roll freak, right?
No, because you're spending +2 burn.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Spend 2 burn to automatically, basically, take a 10 plus when you unleash your powers.
Oh, so even if I don't have burn, I can still use freak to do one of my moves. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
So
one of your personal moves, not one of your flares.
Oh, passive moves.
Yeah. Or no, not passive moves. Your personal moves, like what are your powers?
Cosmic energies.
So you can use your cosmic energy kind of power.
So is it the one that I picked? Oh, okay. So flares.
Those are flares. The burn moves are flares, and then you have your own powers outside of flares, because flares are kind of just adjustments. So.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do.
So you can still roll. You can still roll to do like your alchemy stuff.
Right.
But you can't use any of your flares to enhance your abilities.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna do overcharge to get the stuff like away, like to dissipate it.
So you're just gonna kind of disrupt the charge that he's trying to build?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get a 10 plus. You kind of let out this burst. It's almost like that barrier you made earlier.
Yeah, that was my thought, is maybe thinking of absorbing it into me.
Do you either want to absorb it, or do you want to do like an EMP?
Oh shit!
Not
EMP. Not an EMP.
You want it?
EMP?
No, you guys are not communicating.
Oh shit!
So shut the fuck up, Dylan.
Never mind. I'm so sorry.
Do you want to do a little EMP burst, or do you want to just absorb it?
Just the one that's contained enough in this area to get rid of the electricity that's surrounding us.
So you concentrate, and the air around you gets a little bit hot, actually, and that barrier you made earlier forms again around you, and as you concentrate, it grows and expands outward and pushes real hard quite suddenly through the tower, and you hear "Ah!" and there's just a rush of energy, and you for a moment you can't hear static, you can't hear electricity at all, and the towers go dark. You guys are free for a moment. Are you running?
Running.
Yeah, running.
Let's go.
Thorn, are you running?
Yep.
You running?
Yep, I'm running.
Yeet.
Okay, you guys yeet the fuck out of there. Where do you go? There's the cops kind of towards the edge of the power plant, a good 100 feet away from the power plant or so. There's Dylan at the main area trying to get the shutoff switch to go. And then there's just the plant around you guys.
Isn't there
gonna go
multiple
help Dylan.
shutoffs?
There's a couple shutoff switches.
That's what he's going for first.
Yeah, but they're all next to each other at the main building.
Oh, gotcha.
So where you guys go?
Would a pair of those handcuffs, if
Thorn.
they're turned rubber, actually work on him? Static?
Which the powered handcuffs? They shut off all powers.
Get some.
Usagi's gonna go run to the police and go grab a pair of those.
Officer Bryant's like, what the fuck is going on out there?
Oh, it's going good. It's going fine. We got this. It's totally. I'm gonna borrow.
I heard explosions!
It's going alright!
Okay, what did you need?
I need one of your pairs of the superpower shutting off handcuffs.
And he reaches in the truck, in his car, and he's like, if you break these, you're buying them, and they have a high price tag.
I will be very careful, sir.
And he hands them off to you.
Thank you very much. And he yeets back towards the main building where Dylan and the rest of them are.
So, Usagi now has the, power down handcuffs. And then, Sven and Thorn, where are you guys?
I went to see if there was anything I can do to help Dylan. If I need to flip power switches, just whatever.
What's going on? Yeah? You need
Yeah.
help?
Yeah, I don't need help, but more hands definitely help. Here, go on that side and just start flipping switches.
So there's about 6 shut-off switches that you guys need to hit.
So then we're both going to be on opposite sides and we'll meet in the middle.
Okay. So as you guys shut off, you can hear, the ones on the edge, you can hear way further back in the, plant, you can hear towers going down. Boom, boom, just one after another. And you get to, like, the last 2, and you pull, and they're jammed. And they're a little old, and they're hard to pull.
Oh, man.
And you hear, the fuck are you guys doing? And on top, you guys look up, and on the roof of the main building, there is a man made of electricity. He no longer has human skin, there's no clothes. He's just electricity. And he goes, the fuck are you guys doing?
Thorn,
Yeah.
hit the last switch, and then it'll have your back. And I'm going to directly engage the threat.
Okay.
You got it.
So roll me plus danger.
Mm-hmm. And we have 3 in the pool right now.
Who's gonna use team points?
I'm gonna use team points. If
You can't.
Huh?
Your team has to.
Oh,
I'll use one.
Alright, so that bumps it up to an 8. Anybody else wanna?
I'll contribute.
I'll use one.
Okay, so that bumps it up to a 10, which is a full hit. So, go to directly engage, pick 2.
alright. So I am going to create an opportunity for Thorn to do this. And I'm also gonna try and frighten the opposition as I rush him and,
Do you leap straight into the air onto the roof?
yeah, you know what? I'm gonna fucking get out my hoverboard that's made out of metal. Oh, fuck.
You fucked up. You got a 10 plus and you fucked up.
I don't know why I did that. Shit.
Your hoverboard?
Made out of metal.
So you hop on your hoverboard. Thorn, he's making Dylan is giving you the opportunity to shut off both of the last 2 shut-off switches.
And he's trying to threaten me, or frighten.
And then you're also trying to frighten.
Mhm.
So, roll me a flat 2d6 plus 3.
Alright.
Not you, Thorn.
Okay. Plus.
I mean, to be fair, if you, use your hoverboard, you can try to slam it into his face. He already took, 3 hits to his face.
He doesn't have a face.
He doesn't have a face. No.
Oh.
Right now he doesn't.
He's made of electricity. Thorn got a 9
Nice!
and successfully shuts down one of the switches.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, now I gotta get the other one.
You gotta get the other one, but I want to do this scene real quick. So you shoot up. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to rush this dude.
You're just gonna rush him?
Yeah, which isn't
Yeah.
smart, but...
Static can tell when there's just metal really close to him,
Mhm.
because he's made of electricity,
Mhm.
and the electricity is automatically going for the metal on your stupid ass body.
Mhm.
And and he goes, yeah, and reaches down and grabs you by the throat.
Oh!
And he grins. You can see this sinister grin on his face. and
No.
he clutches, and there's a violent rush of electricity through your entire body. I need you to
As he's
roll.
fucking electrocuted.
Yeah.
You hear Dylan just like screaming.
I want you to roll +1 it's 2d6 +1,
Okay. All right.
and you don't
Oh.
want to get a hit on this.
Oh.
Oh,
We
no.
are hoping for a miss.
Oh.
Dylan, no.
That's not
The
it.
dice hate you.
Oh.
Can I like try to save your mood?
You're not here. Are you?
Um,
Are you here?
I don't
No,
know. I'm
you guys
in
can't help.
between-
Oh.
He is in contact. There's nothing you do in the split second it takes for him to grab Dylan and shock the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm.
So you can either give ground and your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
I'm gonna mark 2 conditions.
You're gonna mark 2 conditions.
Yep.
So he grabs you and he and overloads you with electricity, but you're here for your team. You want to do good.
Mm-hmm.
You struggle past it. What conditions do you take?
I'm marking afraid because this is not the first time Dylan has, had a brush with someone's superpowers, and maybe might come close to that.
Mm-hmm.
And he might feel a little bit, I don't know, guilty or insecure.
I would say insecure.
Yeah, like he has had a shit day. Yeah, insecure.
Okay. So you're guilty and insecure at the moment.
He has been working up to this for like a year and a half, and this is where he is. This is his first day
Mm-hmm.
with his team. Yeah,
Mhm.
he's insecure and afraid.
Alright. Thorn, roll me a flat 2d6 plus nothing this time.
You got it. Plus nothing.
Oh, you pull. I'm not doing. This isn't gonna be. I want you guys to beat an 8 to pull the thing.
Mhm.
So you don't. You pull. It's still jammed. You pull again. It's not budging. You're probably gonna have to put a little bit of super juice into it. Back to Dylan. Static grabs. He's got you in his hand, and you struggle past it. So you're still conscious. At the least, it hurts like a bitch.
Oh yeah,
But you're still conscious. And Static turns and throws you down on the roof.
Fuck.
And he walks over and leans down, and he's still got those blade-like feet, and he's got these sharp claws made of electricity. And he puts a hand on your chest, and he goes, "Do you think you're some sort of hero?
Oh, fuck.
You haven't done shit to prove yourself."
Oh.
That's
Oh, no.
bad. That's bad.
And he lifts lifts his other hand, and you can see he's charging up a huge ball of electricity.
Fuck. Okay. All right.
He is focused only on Dylan. If anyone wants to help,
Yeah, I want to say that like Sven heard Dylan yell and go towards that spot. He sees he's in a really bad way, so provoke Static to
You-
focus on him instead.
what do you say to him?
Hey, you piece of shit.
Vicious mockery.
Right? Can I add anything to that? Because like I have beat him the fuck down before. He should be pretty scared of me.
He's not scared of you when you're on the fucking
Him.
floor and he's up
Punch him.
here. What, Thorn?
That's fair.
Remind him that you punched him.
Yeah.
He's not
Like,
that scared. He's not that scared of you since you're on the floor and he's on the roof. But
Yeah.
roll plus superior.
Yeah, like, hey, you piece of shit, I see you have a pretty new face. I think my fist wants to meet it. Oh.
Oh my god! And Static he's not provoked, he's like, your fist wants to what? Where does your fist want to go?
Well, come here and I'll tell you.
Fist wants to go where?
Well, you can either put it in the face or up his butt and work him like a muppet.
I mean,
I'll work you like a fucking muppet. Oh, God.
So what are you trying to get him to do? You want him to stop and look at you, right?
yeah.
And stop hurting Dylan?
Yeah, well, what Sven wants is for him to, like, focus on him again, if it means that Static is engaging him instead of Dylan, or if, he just gives Dylan an opening to, like, do something.
So, you got a 10, which is, or an 11, which is a 10 plus. So, so both of these things happen. They do it, so he stops and he looks at you like, what the fuck? We also get a team added to the pool, and he marked a condition, so now he's got 2 conditions. He's afraid and angry. But he stopped. He's looking at you now, but he's got one hand on Dylan, but he's looking at Sven like, your fist wants to go where? So he's distracted.
I'd like to roll to, please, to unleash my powers.
Okay, roll me plus freak. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna do the Big B's hand again.
You gonna try and smack his ass off?
I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna smack his ass off. Don't, Becca. I'm gonna try.
Technically, you could right now.
Fucking punch him. Like a big ass fucking hand.
All right, roll me plus freak.
All right. Come on. Oh!
He, you lift your arm a little bit, but the metal on your, little computer, the diagnostic tool, it's hot as a bitch from when he shocked you.
Mm-hmm.
So you lift your arm, you go, and drop your arm again. Thorn, roll me a flat 2d6.
Come on, Thorn.
Right.
You can do it.
Okay.
Y'all hear, God damn it! Thorn pulls with all their might and the fucking switch doesn't go. It's real good, real tight.
Usagi, how
finally
you
gets
doing?
back over there.
Okay, Usagi comes back. Usagi's there and he's got the handcuffs. What do you do, Usagi?
What are you doing, Thorn?
I'm trying to pull this switch down. I have to.
Let me see if I can help. And Usagi hands Thorn the handcuffs. Those are for the guy.
Are you using your powers or are you just gonna pull?
I'm going to decrease the density on it to about 60.
It's not it's not heavy.
Density?
It's not heavy. It's stuck.
It's just
It's
stuck.
stuck.
It's just old.
You just need some muscles.
How about you make your arms thick?
Alright, I'm gonna make my arms thicker.
What's the percentage?
Let's see, what am I at? 100 right now?
Yeah, you're at 100.
I'm gonna go up to 150.
Okay. Roll me plus freak.
Not enough.
You did isn't unleash your powers. So you pull and you struggle with it, and you kind of while you're doing it, you realize 150 is not enough to get it to go. So you increase it up to about 160, 170. You hear a creak, 180, 190, and it starts to go. But as you were getting there, you realized maybe your density control isn't as powerful as you thought, and you feel a little bit insecure about your powers. Mark insecure as a condition. But you get it to go at 190, you pull, and it tink, and the whole plant shuts down. And Static he's like, fuck Sven at this point, and he's going back to Dylan, but as he turns his head back to Dylan, the plant shuts down, and as it does, the electricity on his body kind of fizzles, and then you see it kind of just fade, and he's there, and his hands are still electrified, and like his feet are still electrified, and he's still kind of got the static in his hair, but he's a human again. He looks human again, except for his hands, feet, and some of the stuff around him. Clearly being around electricity makes him stronger. So, and he's got Dylan down, and he's like, you son of a bitch! And he looks, and he's like, oh shit! And he looks and he realizes that you guys have just shut down the entire plan.
One more time. I'm gonna try and unleash my power to try and hold this guy.
+1.
Okay. +1?
Plus freak,
Give
and then
him
+1. Huh?
Get him in the face.
I'm trying to get him in the face. I'm working on it. I'm hurt. He down.
Mm-hmm.
7.
You got a 7?
Mm-hmm.
So you get Big B. You're gonna smack him with Big B's, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get Big B's hand to form, and finally, for the first time, and it's not skeletal, it's not tiny, and it's not dumb. You get it to form, and as it forms alongside you, and as it forms, it kind of opens up and stretches its fingers a little bit, like good to be back, and then curls into a big fist. And Static goes, "What the fuck?" And he gets hit so fucking hard by Big B's hand that he goes flying off the roof.
Direction to my people?
Yeah, he goes flying backwards towards the others, like off the roof towards where you guys are. Hits a tower, hits the floor.
Ooh.
Cuffs.
Yeah, he's sitting on the floor like, but you did roll really low,
So
and
what
you
do I get?
and you're struggling to get it. We're gonna mark guilty.
Guilty?
I'm gonna give you guilty
Alright.
because
No, you don't even gotta explain.
I don't even gotta explain it. It's taking you this long to make one good Big B's hand, and if you just done it earlier, this would have been done way faster.
Mm-hmm.
Also, who's the dumb motherfucker who brought out a metal hoverboard around an electric motherfucker?
Real.
For real friends.
You don't even get a half-ass to you tried.
Yeah, you ass tried. You tried like ass.
No. He tried. It's just like
You
in
got
a
a
second
triangle
he
that
just
says
like,
you
oh
asked.
fuck,
He
fucked up.
forgets he's not great against electric.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not good. He's a water type. He's not good
Yeah,
against
he's
an
a
electric
water
type.
type.
Yeah, you're not water skill type.
Yeah.
Static hits the tower, hits the floor, conked out. You got the cuffs.
Thornton, quickly, let's go put those on him.
Okay, I'm running towards this guy. I got the cuffs out, and I need to cuff him like right away.
Thorn, you have the cuffs and you're cuffing him?
Yes, I have the cuffs.
1 second.
Oh, dang, I don't like this.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
don't like this.
Can you roll me,
Oh no!
roll me
What am I rolling?
plus danger +1.
Plus danger +1.
Oh no, actually, you know what? Hold on, +2.
+2, okay.
Oh wait,
No.
Oh man.
what happened?
Do we have
Oh,
any
no.
team points to add to that?
You have 1 team point.
I'm gonna add that to that.
Okay,
Uh,
so you bump it up to
so
a
it's-
7, which is a hit.
so it's a
What?
hit.
Real fast. Never mind. Keep going.
I'm scared.
Oh my god, that was so scary. I almost felt, I was about to be like, no, roll again. Nah, you run over and he's like, and he opens his eyes and he looks like he's about to be real pissed, but you clap those handcuffs onto him and he's like, what the fuck? And as they close on his wrists, they're white, futuristic looking handcuffs, and there's a bar on the top that's it's like a turquoise color.
Ooh.
And when you clap them on and shut the cuffs, the turquoise color lights up. The little band lights up, and all of the electricity in Static's body goes, and he's human. There's no electricity coming off of his body anymore, and he goes, huh? The fuck did you do to me?
Usagi
Called
finally catches
handcuffs,
back up.
and you're under arrest.
Nice.
Huh.
Nice.
Nice! Congratulations, everybody! You successfully beat your first villain! And he didn't run away.
Yay!
Yeah.
He still could, but he's not
Well-
going to. He doesn't have anywhere to go. There's a bunch of cops everywhere.
Poor baby.
No.
No,
Oh,
no,
wait,
there is
never
no
mind. Never
poor
mind.
baby.
No, you're the poor baby.
Just like laying up on the ceiling right, or not the roof right now.
Just like
He's just like laying there, like
this bastard.
good job.
So, he, you guys pick him up. He's skin and bones. He actually looks kind of tired. He's a little bit gaunt. Without the electricity, you see that his hair is really limp, and it looks like he hasn't taken care of himself in a while. His shirt's a little bit torn up and dirty. Dylan, I'm guessing you slide off the roof at some point and join everyone.
Yep.
You're not in great shape.
No, I imagine not. I'm gonna go check out the panel though, because that is power to the city.
Mhm.
Now that this dude is taken care of, we gotta flip those back on.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you go ahead and flip them back on. They're much easier going up for some reason.
Mhm.
You just, and they're all good.
Dylan's just like gonna limp over. He's probably got his hair like frazzled.
Uh-huh.
It's smoking.
Yeah, smoking.
Ben's like, are you all right?
You have a couple of Lichtenberg
Mhm.
scars up your neck
Mm.
and cheeks and stuff.
Ooh.
Those fade, don't worry. But you got a couple of them like running up your face, a little bit up to your eye.
Mhm.
You look down at your diagnostics and it's kind of
Mhm. It needs some work.
yeah, like shit. As you guys are walking static back to the cops, and Dylan turns on the electricity, he kind of tilts his head back and goes, ugh. I'm gonna miss this. And who's walking him to the cops specifically? Who's like leading him there?
I
I would
would
say
left side.
Usagi should do it. Usagi and Thorn.
Usagi and Thorn?
They did the arrest.
Yeah, they did the arrest.
Mhm.
So Usagi and Thorn, you
Alright.
guys are both walking him back. This works out great, actually.
Oh.
So he. 1 second, everybody.
Uh-oh. I don't like this.
Oop.
Deej has my DM grin on.
Oh no.
I can't untie this. Oh
Do I
Oh,
need to
good.
come over?
no! I got it. I might just fuck it, I'm just gonna do the roll in the chat.
Okay. Alright.
I'm scared.
Mhm.
Ah, fuck.
Oh.
Oh no.
I don't like that laugh.
No.
I don't like it.
No.
As Sven is checking in on Dylan, like, are you alright? Dylan looks at Sven. Sven doesn't look too good either. On the opposite side of his face that Dylan has, Sven has Lichtenberg scars up alongside his neck and his cheek. Because Static did get a good shock in a couple times.
Straight to his chest. Oh shit.
So the both of you are like, you look like shit to each other, you know? Usagi and Thorn, are you guys like talking at all while you're walking him along?
Why would
Yeah,
you
I'm
attack
giving
a
Usagi
power
a pat on the back because he flipped a switch that even I couldn't manage to
Oh.
flip.
Oh, it was. Thank you.
Thorn, roll me plus mundane.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Well.
This is
Good job, buddy! Thanks!
Thank you.
I'm not good at this. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
It's okay.
You guys are talking. You're not noticing.
Mm,
Oh, no.
What you can't see is Static. This is not Static's first run with the cops. Static kind of can feel the mechanics inside of these cuffs and can tell how to disable them. As you guys are bantering to each other, you hear him go.
Oh, shit.
And he elbows both of you in the fucking chest
Ah,
to
whoa.
either side of him. And as he does that, the cuffs break off of his hands.
Oh shit!
Do I see this?
Yeah, it's right in front of you.
Off!
Yeah.
Off!
You guys are walking away!
No, we're not. We haven't left yet.
You guys haven't left
They're
yet?
going forward. They're turning
Yeah, no.
him in. I'm just
Oh, well
saying-
then, if they are walking away and you're
shit,
at
I
the...
don't see it.
Then you don't see it. I
That's
thought you were
what I'm
walking
saying.
behind them.
Okay.
Yeah, Sven would be.
Sven,
Oh,
you're walking...
No, Dylan
Yeah.
stayed behind because he needed to turn everything back on.
Yeah, okay.
You don't see it?
Yeah, Sven would have been walking behind him because nowhere Dylan would be fine by himself.
Yeah,
Nowhere
Dylan's an adult.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Sven, you see him fucking both of them in the fucking chest, turn around with the cuffs broken, and the lights are off on his, on the cuffs again, and he is just, pulls his arms out, and he's like, you fucking idiots!
Can I directly engage?
Yeah, you can
Again.
roll. What do you want to do?
I want to punch him in the fucking stomach.
Roll me plus danger!
I'm gonna have to pay for those.
Okay.
So what do you want to do off the basic
I
moves?
wanted, instead of like, I'm gonna fake him out, like I was gonna punch him in the face, but instead punched him in the stomach real bad.
So you're gonna surprise / frighten the opposition. So he's like, you fucking, and he hunches forward and goes, son of a bitch.
Now do I see what's going on?
Huh?
Now do I see what's going
You
on?
hear some fucking commotion.
Alright.
Okay, 1 second, because I have to roll for him.
No worries.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Sven's gonna grab the cuffs if he saw them.
Okay, 2d6 plus 2. Oh, he got a 9. Yeah, he and leans forward and goes, and he's hunched forward and he's stopped drawing in power from the towers because you almost got him in the nuts. Like, it kind of hurt a little bit. He's tall, like, you aimed low, and he's like, oh, my fucking groin, like,
Yeah.
Can I yell at Dylan to turn everything back off?
you can try. What did you want to do, Sven?
I wanted to turn the cuffs into rubber and try to get him again.
Okay, so Thorn, go ahead and yell for Dylan to turn it off. Sven, roll me plus freak. Oh, hold on. Okay.
Oh, are you rolling against that?
No.
Oh. Yeah, I knocked him off balance. Now I wanted to, like, go back in and cuff him with these new rubber cuffs.
Okay. So you do. They don't fully turn to rubber. It's kind of just the inside that would be touching his
Mhm.
wrist. But
Yeah.
the inside does turn to rubber. And he goes, God damn, no! And, Thorn, you yell for Dylan to shut everything off, right?
Yeah, we're not gonna want that back on until he's out of here.
Yeah, until he's gone.
Until he's gone.
Yeah, so Thorn yells, turn it back off! Turn all that shit back off. It goes down a lot easier this time. So,
Like you ungunked it.
yeah, you ungunked it. And Static is just,
getting their shit together.
huh?
The maintenance department there needs to get their shit together.
Well, they haven't really had to come in there and shut everything off like that because there hasn't been an Iron Giant,
But
there hasn't been a Static, like,
it's a part of emergency maintenance regulation. You
this
guys.
is an old power plant in the shitty side of the industrial park.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write a complaint to OSHA.
Yeah, like, the fuck? And so Static's hunched over. Oh, god damn it. Like, he can't get back up. You hit him kind of real fucking good. And he's, huh?
Sorry, I was just gonna ask if I can just pick him back up by the shirt and walk him to their car, just
Yeah.
holding him
Yeah.
like a stinky bag of garbage or something.
I was actually gonna hunch him over his shoulder
Oh.
and just carry him back.
fireman carry potatoes.
Both of you
back.
fucking rock, paper, scissors for who gets to carry his ass back. Like,
Which
Yeah,
one?
Sven's like, do you want me to handle this, or do you want to do this?
I mean, I can either pick him up by the shirt and he doesn't have to thing like that, or you can take your time. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll carry him. You don't worry about it. Just keep an eye on him.
so you pick him up, and he's like, oh!
Well, before that, Sven pats his like cheek, like all cheeky and shit, like, oh, poor baby.
Who's cheek?
Tosses
The
him over
boy?
his shoulder.
Or
You do it
Yeah.
to Static?
Yeah,
He bites your hand.
I guess I deserved that.
You
Like,
do.
hard.
Oh,
Roll for blood.
Roll for take a powerful blow!
can I do defend against that?
No.
No, he
God,
bit
that-
you!
Yeah, that's
No,
it.
he bit you!
Too late.
No, you don't have to actually roll. I'm not gonna make you roll against some fucking druggie biting you.
Ew.
Yeah.
Druggy bite.
Oh,
Gross.
So
I guess I
you
deserved that.
You do.
So you hoist him over your shoulder, and as you move him, he goes, ugh! You've clearly, like, bruised his fucking groin bone. And he just lays there lump, and he's just muttering shit against your back. Like, he fucking derate heroes.
Well, we could have
Bullshit.
made this easy
Ball
on you,
punchers.
but I mean,
What,
here we
Usagi?
are.
Like, he could just end up calling us ball punchers under his breath.
No.
Rude ass.
You fucking worthless heroes. Fucking bullshit. People like you are the reason the city's fucking just going to hell in a fucking handbasket. You and your pussy ass mayor. And, you drop him off in front of Bryant, and Bryant is like, oh! Hold on. Oh, it's you, Jansen. Should have fucking guessed. And Static looks up and goes, bite me, Bryant. And, Bryant leans down and grabs Static by the fucking scruff and puts him up on his feet and says, watch your fucking head. And puts him in the back of the squad car that they have since laid, like, rubber mats on the back. So, they're good. And they put him in the car, and Bryant shuts the door and goes, and he rubs his face, and he turns to, Sven, and he goes, we've been dealing with him for a while for other offenses. He's a drug addict. We've got him with possession of drugs, using drugs. It hasn't, gone over well for him, I fucking guess. And he glares over at the car in Anthony's and Jansen's direction, and then he looks back at Sven, and he's like, he hasn't had powers. He would have used them against us if he did. I don't know where this even came from.
Well, it looks like it's a pretty recent thing. 'Cause it looks like electricity must be his new drug now.
Yeah, I guess the dude has an addictive personality. Which NHI agent do you guys report to?
Marcus?
No. Synapse. Don't see his.
Oh.
You're not here!
Oh, fine. I'm
Fuck up, Dylan!
I honestly didn't. Like, I think I have his card in my Did I take
it's
his card?
Synapse.
Synapse?
Thank you, Thorn.
Alright, and he, like, takes out his phone, he's like, that's, Sampson, right? Marcus Sampson?
Sven just shrugs. I didn't take his card.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, I'll give your agent a call later today. Or, fuck, and he, like, looks at his watch, and he's like, it's almost fucking 7 o'clock, so I guess I'll just call him tomorrow. The Lord knows that dude's a fucking geezer at this point. Bryant's a grumpy asshole, okay?
Dylan's not here, or else he would be so up in this dude's face.
And yet you call him an old man all the time to his face.
Yes,
Yeah.
Dylan can say that.
Yeah, Dylan can say it. That's his abuelito.
Mhm.
And he goes, alright, and he types into his phone some shit about calling Marcus later, and he's like, can I get your guys' hero names, I guess? And he looks at Sven.
Like, I don't have an identity. My name's Sven Silverwind.
Well, I'll just put down Silverwind. Then he just types down Silverwind, and then he looks at Thorn, like, you?
It's Thorn with an E at the end.
I wish you would just send with an E, so he could have put Thorn.
Can you please redact that? Be like, Thorn, please? Thorn with an E? Thorn? Please?
Oh, God.
Oh, come on, Kirsten, please?
Roll for Fern.
No, I'm just not correct on that. I already said it.
Hold on.
Hang on.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Roll for Thorn?
Roll for Thorn.
Oh, should we change the background music to something less dramatic and Spidey?
Yeah, let me see if I got something gentle. There we go. So he writes down Thorn. Like, even it...
Crackling again.
What? Oh, you guys are still crackling?
again.
Okay.
Do do do. Yeah do do do. Woo woo do do.
That was fun.
Huh?
Okay, now it's going.
I
It's
have
good.
a
That was
question.
fun.
That's fun. What cheats?
Was I insecure? No, I was insecure because I was getting shocked. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were guilty because you fucked up on Bigby's hand a bunch.
Yep.
So he writes down Thorn. Like, even if he said with an E at the end, he would have just heard with an E and just writes down Thorn. And like, you can't see it, but he's like, alright, got it.
Thorn.
And then he gets the rest of you guys to come over, and the rest of you guys, you and you. What do you tell him?
Usagi.
You just tell him Usagi?
Just tell him Usagi.
And he's like,
Do you need help spelling it?
yeah.
U-S-A-G-I.
And he puts literally you, like as in you person, and writes you saggy. And then he
Are
looks
you doing this shit on purpose, or...
He's not saying it out loud. You guys don't know what he's writing down. He writes you saggy, and that you don't see it. You just see him typing. And he looks at Dylan and he's like, you?
And Dylan just has like a cold sweat moment when he realizes he had 5 fucking days. No, 7 at this point, because there's 2 days after that, and he still doesn't have a hero name. 11.
Like the fucking kid from Stranger Things?
No, like the number
11. 11. Like, and then like in parentheses he puts like the fucking kid from Stranger Things. And and he's like, alright, and you're with the same team as those two, right? You're all on one team?
Yeah.
Alright, and your agent is Marcus, right?
Yeah, Marcus Sampson Synapse.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I know his hero name, kid. And then he puts his phone away and he's like, alright, good job. Nice to see a somewhat competent hero team in town. Definitely better than the last ones we had. And then he turns and he's like, thanks a bunch, kids. And gets in his car and he gives the order for everybody to roll back out. The firefighters move out. The EMTs roll out.
The EMT's like,
The EMTs are like, they're like,
they gone. It's like, come on.
there's like one ambulance that rolls over and it's got a special logo on it that I haven't made yet.
Uh-huh.
And you can tell that it's the the specialty Holland Grove Hospital for powered people. In fact, it says PPGH, Powered People General Hospital, on the side. And one of the EMTs walks over and he's like, "You guys look like shit. Do you need any assistance?" And Dylan nods like a baby. He's tearing up a little bit.
I mean, he is not tearing up a little bit.
You have
just
3
making a pitiful
conditions.
face, huh?
You have 3 conditions.
Oh.
You maybe got a little bit of a tear going on.
Maybe a little. He's having a hard day.
So Sven and Dylan, you guys got your ass busted in. Your collective ass busted.
Your ass is concave.
Yeah, your asses are currently concave.
Hey, Sven.
Oh.
Sven, you look like shit.
Right back at you.
You look so fucking awful.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Vicious mockery at its worst, everybody. I'm like,
It's like spite. A little bit positive.
Yeah. Like, thanks, I guess, too.
The EMT takes you guys over, and there's another person helping him, and you can tell that the other person is powered. The bandages that they wrap around your owies, that they're helping. It's a woman. She's got this really curly hair and these really bright green eyes, and she's like,
How old is she?
I want to say about 35-ish.
All right.
Around that age. She's a little bit older, a little bit motherly looking. And she goes, "Okay, give me your arm, you, Dylan."
Here.
And she takes your arm and she pulls off the busted diagnostic thing on it.
Ow!
Sorry, that's gonna feel better in a second.
Oh.
And she sets it in your lap, and your arm is burnt, owies.
Christy, I looked at the picture. You told me not to. It's bad.
Yeah, owies. And she's like, "Ooh, this is bad." And she leans down and she kisses your wrist, real gentle,
Huh?
and then pulls her head back, and very slowly the burns kind of start to bubble and then like fade back.
Fucking recovery, girl.
Essentially. Some of the electricity scars, they fade a little bit. It's not completely healed, but it looks a little bit more like you accidentally seared yourself on an oven. Not that you had a giant malfunctioning diagnostic plate searing your skin off.
And grabbing me by the neck, trying to electrocute me to death. Yeah. Yeah.
And then she looks up and she's like, "Oh, your face. Come here." And she leans forward.
Wait. I don't...
No? No?
You think that's gonna give you some street cred or something?
Sven, shut the fuck up. And
She looks over at Sven and she's like, "I don't know, do you think the same thing, or do you want that healed?"
And then he's just like, "Here, just on the cheek."
Just on the cheek?
Yeah.
That's where I was going.
Oh, okay.
You just didn't want me to kiss you on the lips? Your lips aren't hurt?
Dylan just looks a little
Ashamed?
huh?
Ashamed?
I mean,
Dumb?
Embarrassed?
embarrassed.
Okay. She leans forward and she pecks his cheek, and the Lichtenbergs,
Okay.
they kind of fade a little bit. There's a little bit of the faint pattern still in your skin, but it doesn't hurt anymore. And then she goes to Sven and kisses Sven on the cheek and helps the pain lessen. And she turns to Usagi and Thorn. Excuse me, I have so much burps inside of my body today. And she goes, "Are you two okay?
Yeah.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good? Okay. Your agent, he's Marcus, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You know Marcus?
Well, we were in contact with the NHI ourselves. We're supposed to be alerted when there's new hero teams in town. I don't think Marcus had the time to get to tell you guys about us yet. And she reaches into her pocket and she pulls out a card. And she's like, if there's an emergency with you guys, don't call 911, call this number. And she hands you a card, and there's a general, like a non-emergency number,
Mhm.
and then there's an emergency number, and it's 1311.
Mhm.
You don't have to remember that. No, you don't have to write that down. Both of them went to go write it down. It's just information. If you want to write it down, fine, but like it's not pertinent. I'm not gonna remember after today. And she's like, we deal with powered people injuries and powered people illnesses. A lot of the stuff we do is experimental, but if there's something wrong and your guys' powers prevent you from being seen by a normal human practitioner, come to us and we'll help you with what we can. Why are you looking at Usagi like that?
I mean, this is me looking at Becca like that.
Why are you looking at Becca like that?
Because they have those powers.
What
They're
powers?
not even fucking human.
Lol.
Yeah,
Lol.
yeah.
You guys don't know that though.
Yeah, we
Shut
know that. Which is me, Alex, looking at Becca.
Okay.
Not Dylan looking at Usagi.
Okay.
Although Dylan suspects now
Suspects what?
that Usagi is not human.
So wait,
Yeah,
Usagi's
bro,
powers is like
freaking-
healing?
His boss? Hold on. No, I'll talk to you guys about this afterwards. So anyway.
No, his powers are density control. And what?
The crystal arm shapeshifting thing.
A little bit of shapeshifting.
A little bit.
No, Cheeps is talking about, because I said human, and Cheeps was like, oh, but Usagi's not even human at all, in the first fucking place.
Mhm.
And, you guys don't know that Usagi isn't human, but Dylan personally suspects it. So yeah, so she gives you her card, and she's, hold on. I didn't know I was gonna need this.
Thank you, ma'am. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
What can we call you?
That's what I'm looking for right now.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm Kathleen. And she reaches her hand out and she's like, Kathleen on hand again.
Nice to meet
11.
you.
11.
It's a working name. Work in progress.
Yeah, because isn't it taken by that kid from Stranger Things?
Listen, I had that number before that program even came out. I had it all the way through high school, through college.
I
It's
think
my
you still
number.
need to change it though. Like,
What?
well, that kid is super famous now for being 11.
Listen.
You want to be considered a
listen.
copycat?
I'm gonna be super famous, okay?
How about you go by
I'm
10 since you're better than her?
No.
Or 12, maybe.
No.
Or 10.
11.
Wait, no.
I just said
is
10.
my number.
11.2, because you're the second one.
What
Thank
about
you,
just
Kathleen?
the number 2?
And he hops off the gurney and he's gonna be leaving.
He just leaving.
So,
Oh, okay.
and like peeks into his shirt because he did get hit in the chest. So is it all still fucked up or?
Yeah, it's got the shape of an S kind of burned into your chest.
smart
yeah,
about you.
this is gonna be awkward, but I definitely do. Well, I mean, I don't want this on me either. And
She
he
looks-
like pulls his shirt off. There's that big old fucking S. Like, I know my name is Sven.
Silverwind. Are you sure you don't want to keep that? No, Dylan isn't here. Never mind.
No,
she-
but he-
Kathleen,
he
like,
put
looks-
last fucking tattoos on his back.
Kathleen, like, looks and raises an eyebrow, like, I'm not gonna kiss your chest. And then she
That's
kisses her
fine.
hand. She kisses her hand and then puts her hand on your chest, and it heals a little bit, but not as much as it would if she just kissed your chest.
Is it still a fucking S?
I mean,
It's a faint S.
Okay.
You're just gonna have to wait for it to fade. It's not a permanent scar. It's it kind of destroys the blood cells. So
Mhm.
once those blood cells are moved out of the way, once the
Mm.
tissue is basically
It'll
cycled
just
out,
take a couple weeks.
it's just a couple weeks. But for a while, you're gonna look like you're Static's little bitch. So
well, see, that fell through for him because my name is Sven Silverwind. Both of them are S's.
he doesn't care.
So-
He's in jail. Like, I got me a bitch.
Oh, and he was purdy too. Like he had this real long braid. Ooh, and
He's not my type, but he's still my bitch.
He's not my
Oh
what?
my god.
He's not my type, but he's still my bitch.
What do you mean? Like, fucking Sven was just knocking this poor asshole all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, he.
That's
he
not
got
how
him, like, 3
Static's
times.
gonna tell it.
Static. Static has
Oh
been
my
to jail
God.
a couple of times.
Static's
They
the
know
bitch.
him.
Mhm.
Static is a bitch, but he was gonna like fucking kill you guys.
Mhm.
He was gonna kill you at
Oh,
the very
he was
least.
very much gonna kill Dylan. Dylan's gonna have to talk to Marcus about that.
Oh, by the way, clear a condition, the both of you.
Oh, okay, just one?
Just one for now.
Alright. Let's see.
Mm,
And tell me which ones you want to clear.
Alright,
so I'm
he's
clearing insecure.
Okay.
I'm
He's
clearing
angry.
afraid, but I'm still guilty and insecure.
Yeah, and Sven, you're still guilty and angry.
Yeah, well, especially he's still fucking angry because he's got this stupid ass fucking S.
I got me a bitch.
And you, what did you clear? Chiefs?
I cleared afraid.
Afraid? Okay.
Yeah. So he's still guilty and insecure.
Okay, still guilty and still insecure. Okay. So you four pile back into the car, and everybody's a little bit hurty.
Hold up a second.
Oh no! Did you drive off?
No, I drove, but Dylan is gonna look at Sven before they get in the car and like, can you please drive back?
Aww.
That's fine.
Thanks.
So Sven humps into the driver's seat. It's only like a block and a half away, but y'all
Yeah, he
hurt.
doesn't even adjust anything.
Yeah, he's just like fuck it and drives, and you drive. Huh?
He hasn't even put his shirt back on.
He's just shirtless, just being all sexy.
No. You will wear a shirt in my car, please.
Dylan, this hurts, okay?
Fine.
So you'll pile back into the car and you drive back, and Sven parks it in the garage, and you'll get out, and it's just an orchestra of my head.
Hold on a second.
Like,
It's only the two of us. The other
Yeah,
one's
it's an
hurt.
orchestra
Oh, okay.
of
He doesn't say nothing. He doesn't say anything.
Okay, it's
just
Dylan.
It's just fucking Dylan.
Dylan's just Kotetsu anyway.
Sven
Are
just
you
throws
okay?
the keys at him, like, stop.
You shut
Stop
the
it.
fuck up. I nearly died.
Are you really asking him if he's okay after all of that? Like,
making
No,
so
wait,
much
he doesn't
sound.
really say that. No.
What
He's
is-
not- I'm gonna retcon that. He does not say he nearly died. He's not gonna admit that to anyone.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, Sven almost died more than you did. Sven had 4 conditions at one point.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Yeah, he had everything except afraid.
I don't think I realized that.
No, Sven
Yeah,
was...
but that's why Sven's quiet. He's like, shut up, Dylan.
Yeah.
I really don't want to hear it right
Ice. I need ice. I
I'll
need
go
a
get you some
shower, and I need ice.
So you both have guilty, Sven has angry, and Dylan has insecure. Before we end the scene, do you guys want to do anything to try and clear the conditions? For guilty, both of you need to, make a sacrifice to absolve your guilt. And that doesn't have to be a huge sacrifice, but, it can be, like, one of you really wants to sit on the fucking couch, and you need to sit down or something, but someone else you just kind of give it up or something. You just need to make some kind of even small sacrifice to
I let
absolve.
Sven drive the car.
Yeah, I was about to say, Sven really didn't want to drive. Can that be the sacrifice? Like,
Oh, know what? I made
wait.
Sven drive the car. Yeah, so that could
Yeah.
be a sacrifice.
Okay,
Sven
so-
would have been like, fuck you, but ask somebody else. It's like, oh, whatever.
so you
Okay.
are no longer guilty, you're just angry.
Usagi's insecure.
Usagi is insecure?
Remember? I had to mark that
Oh,
earlier.
you are? Oh my god, I'm so sorry I didn't mark that down. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. So you two, do you want to do anything to take off guilty?
What can I even sacrifice?
Do you have a favorite food in the fridge that somebody else really wants?
You know what? Yeah, there's some mochi. It's like, I want some mochi. Probably someone else wants this last mochi. They can have it.
Usagi, do you just go straight to the fridge?
I go to the freezer to get Dylan some ice. Because he mentioned he needed ice.
You don't take any mochi, so nobody takes any mochi. You guys can just keep it.
Okay, I'll keep
And
it.
then, and there is also the option of comfort and support.
For who?
For anybody, you guys do this to someone who
They
has
do it.
a condition.
Mhm.
And for insecure, take foolhardy action without talking to your team. So I don't think any of you are going to do that. So do you guys just want to sit on it, or does anybody want to be like, hey,
I'm clear insecure.
what
no,
the
Sven
fuck are
just
you
goes-
doing?
I'm clear insecure.
What
What are you doing?
So Dylan's gonna sit down for a little while, and then like about 10 minutes later, he's just like gonna get up all of a sudden, grab his keys, get in the car, and like speed off.
What?
Where are you going?
He's gonna take some foolhardy action. He's just gonna drive around recklessly.
That's foolhardy. That's not foolhardy action.
Are you sure?
That's
reckless.
recklessness.
Ah, bullshit.
You have to, I thought you were gonna go like visit Static in fucking jail
No,
or
he's
something. Like
Oh shit. So
What?
since you mentioned that, would that cure Sven's angry if he does something like that?
No, it's
Hurt
more
some-
like if you break something, if you yell at someone,
or if you physically hurt somebody.
or physically hurt someone. Yeah.
Oh damn.
Because driving like an
Okay,
asshole, just makes you angry still.
Oh.
Yeah, well, because I was gonna say like he might actually do that and
But
give
one
him
of
Marcus's
us can go
card.
comfort somebody else, you said? How does that work?
So you just go up to someone and you just physically like comfort or support them. Like you tell them, you tell them either something comforting or something supporting, and then you roll for comfort and support, and it can potentially clear a condition if you do well enough. And because this is going to be our first like post condition clearing, I'll give you guys an advantage amount depending on how good your words are
Okay.
about it.
Well, that's good.
Just one second.
There's,
I'm
there's
So-
still 10 minutes before Dylan goes and drives recklessly like an asshole.
Well, Sven just goes upstairs.
Bye,
to
Sven.
his crafts.
I'm gonna go comfort Dylan since he's being angry on the couch right now.
What do you tell Dylan?
You know, Dylan, even though things happen that you didn't want to happen tonight, you still did really well. Like, that was really brave of you going up there to fight Static like that.
I'm like doing the squint. Squinting.
They
at
called
this
you
small
brave.
child. Hmm?
They called you brave.
They did call me brave.
Anything else, or is that it?
That's about it.
Okay, roll me
Alright.
plus mundane plus 1.
Man, I am not good at mundane rolls, so here we go.
You got a
Oh.
7. Yeah, so you can clear one of your conditions.
Yay!
You want to
Thank
clear
you.
insecure or guilty?
That's a good one. I'm not sure.
They
You
called
have to-
you. They called you brave, and that was brave of you to go do something.
Alright, well, I'll unmark insecure then.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, he's still pretty guilty.
Hey, Usagi, you're insecure. You're insecure. Are you gonna go take foolhardy action without talking to your team, or are you gonna sit on it? Or is someone gonna come comfort and support you?
Does someone want to come comfort and support me?
Hey,
I
Usagi!
I mean, I was there for that too, and I've got nothing else to do.
Hey, Usagi, come here.
Okay. Usagi walks over to Dylan.
Waves him over. It's like, pats his arm. It's like, you did really good today. You were able to do those handles when no one else was able to. And you made me nervous when you told me what your power was, but you really made it work for the team. Good job, brother.
The
Thanks,
fist
brother.
bump? Alright, roll me plus mundane plus...
Little brother.
Plus-
In Japanese. What's that? That's not Onisan, is it? That's Big Brother.
Nissan.
Nissan.
Hold on, fuck. Everybody's Googling at the speed of light. Little brother in Japanese. Ototo.
Google Translate.
Ototo.
Oh, Toto, that's cute! Oh, that's cute.
Little
Oh,
brother.
Toto-san. Good
Ototo.
job.
Ototo.
Thank you, Anikisa.
Oh, that's cute. And the little kanji is cute for it, too.
What do I roll?
Plus mundane, and since you called him little brother, I'm gonna give you, plus 3.
Alright.
Because that was cute.
Situational bonus penalty. Oh, I fucked up. 3.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, wow, an 11. 11 to comfort.
Well, where is it? You can also add a team to the pool or clear a condition yourself. Because you got an 11. So
Oh.
you also clear guilty. And, because we're done with
Yeah.
team, so we don't need to reset. We're going to reset team anyway.
Yeah.
And you clear your condition. And the only person who has any more conditions is Finn, who is angry in his room
Yeah.
crafting.
Well,
Angry
actually-
crafting!
What I was planning on doing is like, so he's been focused on Thorn, right? Because Thorn is the one who has the wardrobe issues.
Mhm.
So he was working on something, and he realized that this thing is made out of material that's highly flammable.
Mm.
Normally, he would like leave the design because the design is solid, it's just the material, and then remake it in something better. No, he just decides to destroy it.
Just fucking rip it up.
Yeah,
Yep.
completely, without making any marks of like what it was, what it looked like, you know,
So
what
you-
Thorn liked about it. So I destroyed something important.
So you rip it up. You fucking destroy it. You pull it apart. You pop the seams. You rip it in half. And by the end of it, like 10 minutes into just fucking ripping into it, it's at your feet in pieces. And as you're looking at it, breathing all hard and huffy and a little bit red-faced, all you can hear in your head is Thorn going, I'm so happy to have new clothes. Like, this is gonna be so awesome. You're gonna make me look so good. I'm really people haven't treated me this well in so long, and I usually get treated like an experiment, but I really appreciate you doing this for me. And that's all you can hear as you realize that you've just destroyed something that Thorn was really looking forward to.
Deej, my fucking heart! Oh, that's good!
didn't.
Oh,
It's supposed to suck to clear your conditions.
Oh.
So,
Well, he closes his door and starts working again.
okay, you fucking emo ass motherfucker. But you have cleared angry. You might have gotten guilty out of that, but you cleared angry.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I just traded one condition for another with how hard you just laid into me.
No, that was fucking good. Good DM job. Good GM. Nice.
Thank you,
A+.
thank you.
Oh,
So you guys are all clear. Yay!
Yes!
Good job. All right. End of session moves.
End of session. Move.
All right, we're gonna go in my own personal order today.
Okay.
We are starting with Thorn. Thorn. So today, did you feel that you grew closer to the team, grew into your own image of yourself, or grew away from the team?
I feel like I grew closer to the team. Like, everybody else was very cooperative today. We managed to take down our first bad guy. He's in jail now.
Good job, everybody! Yay! So go ahead and mark one potential. And then, who made you feel the most important? That you, in your mind.
You know, it was Dylan this time. I went to help Dylan. Dylan was like, "You can do it." He was just all over the place trying to encourage everybody, even though he almost died.
We don't
Like,
talk about
both
that.
him and Sven.
So,
But yeah,
so you're gonna give influence to Dylan?
I am.
All right, cool. Good job.
Cool.
Excellent.
I will add that.
Usagi, did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team? Closer to the team? Why are you crying?
Because she's made me cry. That was really cute.
Oh!
You realize you're crying
Oh my god!
They had a bonding experience.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to talk about this after Deej does this, but just remind me to tell
Okay.
you about Dylan and Usagi's day out.
Okay. So mark potential since you don't have any conditions. Let me check and make sure you don't already have. So he's already under your influence. So I actually want you to mark 2 potential.
Who's under my influence?
Usagi's influenced by everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have that marked on here.
I have it written down, but it's not marked on my sheet
Okay.
on the Roll20.
Wait.
I was gonna ask about that.
So Usagi doesn't have influence over you. You
No,
have.
I have influence over them.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure because I don't want you to get that wrong. I'm just gonna put 2 potential. Sven, did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
I feel like actually we all grew closer.
Yeah. So, mark potential, and then who made you feel the most important or the most welcome?
Actually, probably Dylan, because I felt like there was a lot more like Sven and Dylan interacting than Sven with anybody else.
Okay. So you're gonna give influence to him?
I guess so.
And then
Just racking up these.
What happened to being an asshole today?
Huh?
What happened to Dylan being a total asshole
He
today?
was an asshole.
I mean,
he was a little bit of a dick.
But he was the most helpful.
Because he's taking this seriously. No, has been preparing for this for 1.5 years, just like straight hero work, getting ready.
Did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team? Dylan.
Me?
Yes!
Oh, I grew closer to the team.
Okay. So mark a potential, and then who made you feel most welcome?
Most welcome. You know what? Fucking Sven. Just because that damn. I hate him. I
Okay.
really do.
So he already has influence over you.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
it's spiteful.
Yeah. So mark
Wait, let me see who else does.
excellence in apps.
Oh.
So
No, what? It's Usagi because I just spent like a bunch of time with them, like off hours.
okay.
Yeah.
So and then Usagi. Okay, cool.
I marked all of my potential. I'm full up.
What?
You got advancement?
Did I?
If you did you
I'm
mark
full
all
up.
5?
Yeah, I have 5.
Okay, you got an advancement. We'll go over advancement later tonight, and then I'll
Okay.
show you what your
So I just add a thing.
yeah, but we'll go over that later.
Okay,
so
I'll
just
leave it.
hold it for now, and then we'll go over it after the call because it's a lot of back and
Cool.
forth between you. Cool. So yay, excellent session today, guys. Sorry, I was like super nervous at the start. I'm probably
No,
always
it was
going to be like that.
fine. Oh my goodness.
and next week shit gets rough.
Oh,
Yeah!
It gets real bad next week.
Yeah.
What?
Because I planned for the first real tough session, like emotionally tough,
Oh no.
and also lots of numbers.
Oh!
I had to force myself to make this session an hour longer, which is why he suddenly broke out of his cuffs. They actually are not supposed to do that. But I was like, oh, it's 5 o'clock. We still have another hour. Yeah.
And then to be continued me.
Beetroot. You want some fucking beetroot ingredients?
Off screen, Usagi's totally texting his little brother. Hey, this is what happened today. It was so cool.
Oh, are you gonna take a picture of the team like all
right,
fucked
yeah,
up?
I need a selfie, guys. Quick, come on, get her in.
And it's like Dylan's just like,
Is this before everybody?
Thorn is like, no, a camera!
and then Dylan is like, you know, he's like slumped on the couch, flipping off the camera.
Like me. Same. Alright, any questions anybody has? Any comments, concerns, suggestions?
Well, I have one. Like, you know that Sven's totally gonna fund them all, right?
Yeah. But, it needs to be, it still takes time to move stuff in and paint things and renovate, and you guys also have to agree on everything. All 5 of you have to agree on what you guys want, so you don't just have a bunch of clutter in the house.
Yeah, that's
And-
fair. I mean, that is why Sven was like, when he's like, we all have to go together and replace that
Yeah.
I have a
that
question
TV.
for the team
Mm-hmm.
in character, and it's like, so are any of you allergic to dogs?
No.
Are you bringing your son?
I might bring him.
You guys aren't allergic to dogs.
I'm not allergic to dogs.
Do you guys like dogs?
Eh.
And Usagi leans closer. Are you bringing your son?
I might bring my son.
Please bring your. Oh wait, no. What about the garden?
I mean, what about the garden?
Won't he like mess up the garden?
Nah, Dick doesn't fucking dig.
He does poop. He does poop.
I'll pick it up.
Poop's not bad for plants.
It's
They'll
fertilizer,
survive.
ain't it?
As long as he eats good, it should be fine.
Are you kidding me? I feed my son the best food. That dog eats better than I do most nights.
Okay, that's
We
fine.
chowed down on so much ice cream. It was amazing.
What?
When we were hanging out the other day.
I mean, that's his
Surprising.
cheat day. He gets to have a cheat day too.
Guys are silly. Any other comments or suggestions or questions?
So are we all staying in this one spot, like sleeping overnight, or is it just like a day thing?
It's kind of like a firefighter station where you can stay overnight if you want, but if you guys want to go home, you can. You're more than welcome to move into this place.
No, I'm gonna go home because the uni is closer to where my brother lives, and my brother's gonna freak out if I don't like come in contact with him. So,
Mhm.
and
So-
I don't really have much crap in my room right now, anyway.
Yeah, so Thorn goes home at night.
Dylan will probably offer them a ride.
Okay, that'd be nice.
Mhm.
Oh, that was about to go very poorly. That's an open bag of candy. That shit almost went
So
everywhere.
yeah, when it's about time for Thorn to want to go home, I assume that over a week they've established at a certain time they want to go home.
Yeah.
Kirsten? Yeah.
She said yeah.
Yeah,
Or they
okay.
said yeah.
So then, yeah, Dylan will just start taking you home at a certain time. He probably is asleep on the fucking couch and he's like, time.
His alarm goes off.
Yeah, you have an alarm that goes off.
And it's like, he like bleary-eyed and like just like shuffles to wherever you are. Are you ready to go home? Okay, let's go home.
All right.
Did I do better with the turn taking
It was
this
great.
this time?
Mhm.
Well, I don't have to worry about you because you take your turn anyway. I'm talking to like Thorn and Sven and Usagi.
Yes, I felt like I had more opportunity to talk, and I'm sorry about yelling if I freaked any of you out earlier.
No.
No.
When did you yell?
When did you yell?
Yeah.
When I couldn't flip that switch and I yelled, "God damn it!"
Oh no, you're fine.
Perfect.
No,
Yeah.
that's perfect.
No, you're fine.
Perfect.
No, that's good. That's good roleplay. Like
Mhm.
this is the shit we like here.
That was some
Yeah.
A+ shit.
Yeah,
Oh.
A+.
I didn't yell too much, right?
Well, I didn't get a complaint from
Peach?
the neighbors, so like.
Did
You-
I yell too much?
You got a little bit loud, but like I was literally screaming at the microphone because static is loud.
Okay.
My biggest concern was that I was yelling too much.
Yeah, no, nothing too loud for me either this
Perfect.
time around.
Perfect.
But-
Wonderful. Great.
Good. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
I enjoy
Good
playing with you
game.
guys.
GG! GG. Next Sunday we do HCT, and then next Sunday I rip out all of your hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You assume Cheeps won't start on that next Sunday.
Oh, Cheeps has started on that. I already only have about 3/4 of my heart, and she's gonna slowly chip away at the rest of it. I know this already.
You have
Oh,
that
for-
DM grin.
For
I'm
HTC.
sorry. You specifically said, "Oh, I want to romance Strahd." I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I have a
mean,
specific role.
No, I said I want to romance Strahd. I didn't say I want to be heartbroken and trodden on and stomped on.
I mean, you
And
said,
destroyed.
You said that you wanted to romance Strahd, the guy we have to kill to get out of Barovia.
That's not my problem. That is not my problem that I'm having. This is a completely different problem, the potential problem that we are going to have.
Yep.
Oh.
We've been talking too much AUs.
Yeah, we had too many AU talks, and I got sad about someone else's OC. I haven't done that in so long. Anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, GG everybody. I'm probably going to make a secondary roleplay channel for shenanigans that's not just text.
Mhm.
Just so, like, we can establish, like, stuff we get for the stuff you guys get for the warehouse, because it's called the warehouse. So stuff you guys get for the warehouse, discussions over the base, maybe what you guys bring into your rooms. Like I'll link Polyvore again, and you guys can make like aesthetic boards, or you can make your own
Ooh.
of shit you want to do for your room, shit you want to put in the warehouse, stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I'll probably make another channel for that.
Neat.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Alright, message me if you guys have any questions, okay?
Okay.
Alright,
Do.
GG!
Good game. Bye.
Good night.
Bye!
Bye.